Yes, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen Daniels, and this is The Masters. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Super excited today. It's Throwback Thursday. I know I said I was going to wear a throwback jersey, but I had to wear like my Dirty Sports baseball jersey because it's opening day today. It's the first day of the Masters. I just wanted to have a good time with y'all this morning. What is going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? I like it. How y'all doing today? Miami Sports Music's home of the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Want to say good morning to my Fins family, my Fin-laws, everybody around the world, coast to coast. And you know what? All over the world. I got people in Germany. I got people in Australia. I got people in the Philippines. I got people, who else? Where else I got people from? I got people in the Bahamas, UK. Come on, man. This is the best. This is the best show in the world. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, what's going on, everybody? Hey, want to remind y'all, if you have not followed me on social media yet, you need to do that now. I'm not playing with y'all. Go follow me at Stephen D SKPL. Matter of fact, you know, look, it starts to grow in the morning. Only 20 y'all watching right now. We'll get to 100 some odd later. Are all 22 of y'all following me on Twitter? At Stephen D SKPL, spread kindness, positivity, and love. Are all of y'all following me on Instagram? Are all of you following me on Facebook and TikTok? No, you're not. Go follow me right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Go follow Miami Sports Music too. Make sure you go do that. At Miami Sports Music, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And if you're on Twitter, which I hope you are, go follow them on Twitter at MIA Sports Music. That's right. Also, hey, look, hit the like button if you haven't hit it already, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 10,000 subscriptions before the NFL draft. Can we do that? That's a lofty goal. It's a lofty goal. I don't know if we're going to hit it, but I know I can't do it without your help. I cannot do it without your help. So you know what? Here's a link, right? This link right here you'll see at the top of the screen a link for Miami Sports Music's YouTube channel. What I need y'all to go do, okay, is make sure that you take that link, all right? And when you take that link, I need you here. Here's the link. This is the link right here. Copy. I'm going to put it in the chat. What I need everybody to go do is share this link somewhere. And I need you to do it with the intention of, hey, go subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Go subscribe to that YouTube channel. It's our YouTube channel. Okay? Can't do it without your help. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers before the NFL draft. Can you help us get there? Let's go. Need your help. Okay? Also, hey, look, if you want to sign up, become a member today, join the, at my Vin Diesel voice, family. Join the family. Yes, sign up, become a member today. If you're already subscribed, great. That's free to do. If you have a couple extra bucks a month or a few extra bucks a month, sign up, become a member to the channel. Plenty of cool things. Plenty of cool things that you get by becoming a member of the channel. Okay? So make sure you guys do that today. Join the channel, get access first. Can we get 3 new members today? Can we get 3 new members today? Matter of fact, if you thought that you were a member and YouTube hasn't re-upped you, make sure you check today. And if you're a current, just a regular DWA member, which I love, why don't you upgrade today? Upgrade. Become DWA for life or DWA loyalty. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Also, hey, look, help the channel grow by donating. Help the channel grow by donating. There's a lot of different ways you guys can do that, okay? And let me tell you why it's very important that you do that, okay? Number one, if you guys are able to help the channel grow by donating monetarily, it goes such a long way. There's so much content that I want to do this year, and I can't do it without your help, okay? So 3 different ways you guys can do it. You guys can use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can use $ MSM Podcast Network, which is Cash App, or you guys can do PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network. All right. If you scan either of these 2 QR codes that you see right here, they will take you directly to PayPal or Cash App to go ahead and donate. If you do that, there's less fees that come out of Cash App and PayPal for me because YouTube takes out like 50%, which I'm grateful no matter what way you donate. I will say, though, if you donate in increments of $10, this week on Friday, every $10 increment that you donate, right? If you donate 10, that's one ticket. If you donate 20, that's 2 tickets. You donate 30, that's 3 tickets. We are raffling off this autograph, Brandon Jones autographed 8x11. PSA certified, got the certification with it, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Shout out to Zachary and ZSM Sports, okay? ZSM Sports is giving this is going to be offering this to us. So if you donate 10 in increments of 10, you will get a slot into the raffle on Friday afternoon, which is tomorrow. Okay? So donate to the channel. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow, and you get a chance to get something back. All right? So remember, $10 is 1 slot, $20 is 2 slots, $30 is 3. I will tell you that if you donate through Cash App or PayPal, I will double your entries. I will double your entries, okay? So make sure you guys go do that, all right? Also, I want to give a big shout out to our main sponsor of the show, Tail Greeter. Tail Greeter is absolutely a beautiful, amazing sponsor. Why is that? Because Tail Greeter is where the tailgate never stops. Where, whether it's football season or not, they do so many cool things. NASCAR, baseball, football, Masters, you name it. Download the current app. It's a free app on your current Apple or Android device today, presented by Tail Greeter. Download the app today, okay? Make sure you guys go do that. Shout out to Nick and the whole team over at Tail Greeter. We love them over there. They love us. Beautiful relationship that we have, and we just love Tail Greeter. So thank you, Nick, and the whole Tail Greeter team. We got a lot of cool stuff doing with them next year. Super excited for football season, so make sure you guys check that out. All right, so one last time, any $10 donations in increments of 10, we're going to enter you into tomorrow's raffle for this Brandon Jones 8x11. Okay? Courtesy of ZSM Sports. So make sure you guys check that out. All right? All right. What's going on? How y'all doing? Beautiful people this morning. Beautiful, wonderful people this morning. Why is that? Because look, this is actually a huge weekend for sports. A huge weekend for sports. Number one, football season OTA started this week. And that was big. And the reason that it started for us this week, we got an earlier jump, is because, again, we have a first-time head coach, and so we're able to do that, which is great. And I'll get more into the Dolphins a little bit later on. The other thing that is really cool is the Masters. If you noticed, I opened up today's show with saying, "Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and this is the Masters." I don't watch a lot of golf, but I do enjoy watching the Masters for some reason. Look, there's a lot of bad weather up and down the East Coast. I know it's raining its butt off here now in northern Baltimore, or north of Baltimore, where I'm at. And a couple of opening day games got rescheduled for tomorrow. But what I will say is, what's really cool about today is they push. I guess Augusta's having a little bit of that weather in Augusta, Georgia. But Tiger Woods tees off, I think, at 11:04 a.m. this morning. So that'll be fun. So I will be watching that today. That'll be a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of golf, but again, I enjoy watching the Masters. It's fun. And then obviously opening day is today for Major League Baseball. And God love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful day when baseball season is back. Who do we got today? At 2:00 in the afternoon, we got the Cubs and the Brewers. We got the Kansas City Royals facing the new Cleveland Guardians, new named Cleveland Guardians, formerly of the Cleveland Indians. The Pittsburgh Pirates face on the St. Louis Cardinals at 4:15 today. The New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. I have a feeling that game's going to get postponed, but we'll see. At 7:05 today. It actually already might be postponed now that I think about it. The Reds and the Braves. They are starting at 8:08 tonight. The Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim start at 9:38 p.m. And the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks, first pitch is at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of great games today. And then tomorrow will be a lot of great games. Red Sox, Yankees, White Sox, Tigers, Orioles and Tampa Bay, the Miami Marlins and the San Francisco Giants. Marlins first pitch tomorrow at 4:35. That will be a really, really great game. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they do this weekend against the Giants. Again, I think they're going to be the sleeper team in the National League this year. Don't sleep on the Marlins. Don't sleep on Miami. Got a lot to do, a lot of people to see, so it'll be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun. I like it. I like it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, we got baseball, we got Masters. You know, the Masters have already started this morning. It should be a lot of fun. We are, they had the ceremonial tee off this morning already, which was great. Just going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. The Masters is beautiful. It is one of the, if you like going to sporting events, I haven't been. It is on the bucket list for me to go. So I definitely want to see it. But it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. We shall see about that. And yeah, hey man, look, we got a lot to do, a lot to say. Today is your show. It's going to be your show today. I do have a special guest coming on in about 15 minutes, which will be a lot of fun. So what I wanted to do was kind of start with just, what I've seen, what I've heard over the first 3 days of OTAs for the Dolphins, and what I've heard from people that have been in the building. And from people that have been in the building and what players are saying, there's a lot of, everybody's feeling great. There's a lot of positivity that is running rampant through that building. That's what you want to hear. Those are the things you want to hear. Great chemistry. A lot of in-house challenges about speed. Who's the fastest? Tyreek Hill looking great. There's just a lot of really cool stuff that I'm excited about. So I don't know about y'all, but that's the kind of stuff you want to hear on the first few days of OTAs. I don't want to hear that somebody doesn't know the playbook. I could care less about that at the moment. I really do. I'm not worried about that. Everybody's implementing and learning a new system this week. They are. They are implementing and learning a new system this week. And so for me, it should be a lot of fun. And that's what I'm interested to see, right? Like, I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see, how well the chemistry is between the offensive players. How well the coaching is of Applebaum to the new offensive lineman. Not how well they're grasping what he's teaching, just how's the chemistry? That's all I care about in these first few weeks. We get to training camp and then people are really grasping stuff still. I can then have a conversation on my morning show about, oh man, Tua doesn't know the playbook. Whatever. That does not matter to me right now. It is the fourth day of OTAs of a brand new head coach. Everybody stop losing your mind. No reason to. Everybody inside that locker room are tuning us out, the fans, because we're going absolutely stupid and crazy. Negatively. We should be, oh man, saying the same thing. They're saying they have great vibes in the locker room, as Alexander just said. That's what I want to see. It's a reality of, guys, this is a new team. This is a new coaching staff bringing together a lot of new personalities on offense. We got to see how that looks. We got to see how they mesh well together. Because the reality is, when you get into, you know what I've seen from bad teams? Arguing on the sidelines. I'm not saying good teams haven't done it, but that's what I see. When personalities don't mesh well together, how often does that team win? Not often. Not often. So I'm more worried about the personalities than I am absolutely anything at the moment. Absolutely anything. There's a lot to say and do. And so I want to see that. I want to hear, how well are other people, how well is the defense reacting to Flores not being there and Josh Boyer running that show by himself with no oversight? Now, granted, McDaniel's the head coach, but Boyer's the defensive guy there in that building. How well is that going? Those are things that I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about a playbook. I don't want to hear about, oh man, this person was the third person in the building. Are y'all kidding me? Was that really a debate on Twitter this week? I have to laugh at it if it was. I have to laugh at it. Patience. Let the process play out at this point, gentlemen and ladies. Let the process play out. We let the process play out, we're going to be fine. We are going to be fine. Do not worry about a thing. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. This segment, The Rundown with myself, Steven's Thoughts. I haven't decided what I'm calling this little segment, this first segment yet, but is presented by Tail Greeter. If you haven't checked them out already, make sure you guys do that. Tail Greeter, make sure you go check out the app, the free app on your current Apple or Android device today. They got a lot of really cool stuff, so make sure you guys go check Tail Greeter on social media and you follow them at TAILGREETER. Make sure you check them out today. Alexander says, Steven, I don't think it's going to be much of a drop-off because of the cause Boyer is still having continuity. Look, I get that. Flipside Fisher says, from my personal experience, McDaniel's 100% right. A big part of a successful team is chemistry. That part I really liked when he said that. A little surprising, too. Now we just have to wait and see. That's where we're at this point. You got to understand, we're going to add a few more pieces to the puzzle. Okay, we are. Are they going to be big-name pieces? I don't know. We got a third and fourth rounder that have a chance to make an impact on this team. So, look, there'll be 4 guys drafted out of this draft for us. That's it. And they'll all happen on the third day. They'll be third-day guys. So, hey, just relax. It's going to work out. That much I know. I feel. I don't know. I feel. I'm 100%. I'm 99.9%. I'm 99.9% gut feeling that this is all going to work out in a very positive way for the Miami Dolphins. I can't 100% say it as much as I want to say that. as much as I want to say that. Canes 1989 asked, Steven, what kind of offense is the new coach going to run? Well, you have to understand a couple things. The first thing he's going to do is he brought in an entire new running back room, right? Gaskins is still there. Don't get it twisted. But you got Chase Edmonds, and you got Raheem Mostert, and you got a couple of new fullbacks, one of them being Alec Ingold, who's arguably the second best fullback in the league. So you take these guys, and you have to understand, well, Miami's run game has got to be different than what it has been the last few years for two reasons. Number one, speed upon speed upon speed. All those guys are really fast, including Ingold. Ingold's got speed too. And then you also have to understand our offensive line improved. It improved. Call it what you want, but as long as that improves, along with the backfield and the speed, and you're not running the same exact plays that you were, you got to realize you're instituting a new offense per se. That's going to play a big part. I understand we have Tyreek Hill, and I understand Jalen Waddle's here, and I get the speed that we have on the outside. Gesicki, it'll be a lot of fun. Albert Wilson, hopefully if he can stay healthy. Preston Williams, hopefully he can stay healthy. But what I will tell you is I still don't see, and this is April 7th feeling. We might get 2 weeks into the preseason and I see something different, and I'm going to be like, whoa, okay. I think Miami is not going to throw more than 30 times a game. I think it'll be an average of 25 times a game passing, and you will get 25 to 30 runs a game. I think it'll be a very equal opportunity offense. You're going to see your running backs get opportunities. You're going to see your wide receivers get opportunities. I got to think that the defense is going to have no idea what's going to hit them. And you know what? To my point too, I say one game, maybe we do throw 40 times and we might only run 18. But another game, they are able to stop the pass a little bit better, but they can't stop the run. And so maybe we run 35 times and only throw 20, 22. And you all have to understand, as long as Tua throws an average, I think we broke this down last week with the new personnel. If he throws an average, I think it's 235 times a game, 235 yards a game. If he throws an average of 235 yards a game, he's going to hit 4,000 yards. It's going to happen. He doesn't have to throw. He doesn't have to have 300-yard games. He's going to. Don't get it twisted. He will with this group. But he doesn't have to. That's the other thing I think y'all are missing. We don't need Tua to be great. We just need him to be manageable. I think he will be great. I think he will have a Pro Bowl season. But he doesn't have to be in order for this team to win football games. This team is built on speed. This team is built on, the secondary being a boss. Blitzing from the secondary, interceptions from the secondary, batted down passes. We live in a pass-happy league. We got the best secondary in the league. I get it. I understand people want to say paper. On paper, we look great. But on April 7th, what else am I supposed to say? There's nothing else to say. Absolutely nothing else to say. If you guys want to ask me a question, go ahead and ask me a question. Remember, if you guys donate in increments of $10, we are going to be giving away tomorrow a raffle for anybody who donates in increments of $10 today, tomorrow, and anytime this week, this past week. This Brandon Jones autograph 8x11, courtesy of ZSM Sports. It'll come with the PSA certification. So shout out to Zachary and ZSM for donating this so that we can raise some money for the channel and give it away. So donate $10 in increments of 10. So $10 slot, $10 is one slot, $20 is two slots, $30 is three slots. If you guys donate through PayPal or Cash App, you'll get double the slots. So if you donate 10, I'll give you 2. If you donate 20, I'll give you 4. If you donate 30, I'll give you 6. If you donate on PayPal or Cash App, just let me know in the chat when you guys do that. Okay? All right. Andre says, no credit should be given until it's proven on the field first period. I'm not denying that. I'm not even going to argue with that, Andres. I agree with you. I agree with you. Shout out to Scott with the $10 donation, super sticker. Scott, you are in for the Brandon Jones autograph 8x11 tomorrow. Like it. Yeah, I'm not even going to argue with you, Andres. Like, I agree with that. I just understand that April 7th, what am I supposed to say about it? Because if I'm looking at it on paper and from a perspective of an offseason, they're doing everything right. They are doing everything right. Shake Money, leave me alone. Scott says, does Miami have enough draft capital to combine a 4th and both 7s to move up into the 3rd round to get punter Matt Ariza and get a center with the 102 pick or best available? Could they? Of course they could. Will they? Probably not, in my opinion. Them bringing in Morstead yesterday, for those of you who don't know, they brought in veteran punter Morstead, who spent many, many years with the Saints, for a visit yesterday. That tells me that they're not necessarily considering Ariza at the top of their board, or they're preparing that if they don't get Ariza, they're automatically going to know what to do. But I assume it tells me more by them bringing him in now that they're, hey, this is what it is. That's what I think. I don't think we're going to get Ariza. You might as well put that out of your mind. That's what I think. Martinez says, do you see any teething problems for the Dolphins offense? Can McDaniel get it locked down by the start of the season? Yes. That's not I get your question, Martina. I will say that it's not necessarily fair, and here's why. You go look at the last 3 years for the Miami Dolphins under Flores, right? And let's take Flores out of the equation. But every start of the season, there was a learning curve in those first 6 or 7 games. For whatever the reason was. I'm not here to argue that. I'm just telling you that I think there's always some sort of learning curve to begin with. Now, here's the hope. The hope is that McDaniel's a better teacher than what we've had in the past for on the offensive side of the ball. And if that is the case, that's where you hope, instead of maybe 6 or 7 games, maybe 2 or 3 games. And the hope is, even in those 2 and 3 games, that our defense is able to step it up from the very beginning, so that even if there's some shortcomings on offense, that it's not going to matter too much. So I think there'll be some sort of learning curve in the first month. But the question is, will the defense be prepared to step up when it needs to? And with the learning curve, what type of stupid mistakes are we going to see? Because there will be some. But I would rather you ask me that question after the 3rd week of training camp. Or after the 3rd game in training camp. After the 3rd preseason game. I said 3rd week. After the 3rd preseason game, I think I'll be able to have a better understanding of, okay, there's going to be more of a learning curve in the first month. Or it'll be very similar to what we've seen the last 3 years. I hope not. But I don't quite know the answer to that yet, but that's just my gut feeling off the top of my head to that question. Alexander said, Steven, if you had to pick one fullback for your scheme out of Stanley Pritchett, Rob Conrad, Lusaka Polite, who would you pick? Look, I love Rob Conrad. He was always fun to watch. But Lusaka Polite, for some reason, on 3rd and 1, and it's just because maybe I remember him better than the other two guys, and I remember Conrad. I would say Lusaka on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 was money. He was almost automatic in his career. I think it was like 87% of the time he converted. I mean, he was that good on 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1 and 4th and 2. He was so good. So good. Let's see here. Big John Stud, what's up, buddy? How are you? Now everybody wants the punter. I completely agree. Again, to go back to the punter conversation, I think that I think by us bringing in Morstead, it shows more of Miami's looking to fill that slot now than it is in the draft. Because if Ariza's there in the 3rd round, or I mean in the 4th round, then maybe. But if they like somebody else, I mean, again, I went back and told you all, look at the 3rd round. Look at what we've done in the 3rd round in years past. I think it's more likely. So somebody asked a little bit ago, do you think do you think the Dolphins will take a 4th and their 2 7s to move back into the 3rd round again? You got to remember, our 3rd round, Greer's done pretty good the last 5 or 6 years. So let's say there's an offensive lineman and a linebacker that he loves in the 3rd round. I think it's more likely that you would see that than him going after the punter. If I told you all right now, here's what Miami's going to do. With the current 3rd round pick, they're going to get a starting caliber offensive lineman, right? And then they take their 4th and 2 7s and move back in to get a starting caliber linebacker. I think all of us would say 2 players in the draft in the 3rd round who Miami has a great track record of drafting in the 3rd round, and we get 2 guys, and that's our entire draft this year. I think we're all going like this. I think we're all clapping. I think we're all clapping at that point. So I think it's more likely you'll see a veteran punter on our team this year coming up. Let's see here. What else you guys got? Canes 189 says, Steven, do you see Tua turning into Dan Marino type player if developed right as a quarterback? It's a loaded question, Canes 1989. And here's why I understand the reasoning you asking that question. Here's why I believe that it's a loaded question, because whether I say yes or whether I say no, I'm going to be looked at as either full of it or a bad guy. What I will say is I think McDaniel has an opportunity to help improve Tua and take him to that next level in the NFL. If anybody I think can do it, it's McDaniel. Well, why is that, Steven? Because of his track record in coaching, having all of these coaching seminars. If all of these great coaches are going to his seminar, he's got to have something. He's got to have something to show for that. I'm not necessarily going to answer your question one way or another. But what I will say is that I believe McDaniel can take Tua to another level. I don't want to put Marino into it. I don't want to say that he's going to be Marino because I don't know if that's the case. And if I'm honest with my gut feeling, I don't necessarily feel like that's the case. But he doesn't have to be Marino. Remember, God love the man. He's the reason I'm a Dolphins fan today. He never won a Super Bowl. I just need Tua to be able to get this team to the next level. Take the talent that's currently on the roster as of right now and make them a better football team. And I believe McDaniel can help him with that. So that's my answer for you. Let's see here. What other questions do you guys got? Thanks, Steven. That makes sense. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. You're right. Yep. Ronald asked, which is more important, a punter or a linebacker? I think they're both equally important. If I'm honest with you, I would say a linebacker, right? But and I want to say punter also in the back of my mind too, because I'm nervous. I've never seen a Dolphins offense. I am hoping, right? Again, let's go back to the word hope and on paper. Those two statements. Hope and on paper. On paper, I'm hopeful that this team is one of the best this offense is one of the best this organization has seen since the Marino days. I really do believe that. But again, I'm hoping, and that's on paper. So I want to say you better have a good punter, because if it doesn't turn out that way, you need somebody to switch fields. You need somebody that can switch the field. That's what I'm getting at, right? So I think that with a better inside linebacker, I need somebody that can help stop the run. Again, I think we have the best secondary in the league, if not one of the best, all right? Top 3, easily. So if I think we have the top 3 secondary in the league, and I can get a run-stopping linebacker, then I'm going to force quarterbacks to throw the ball against one of the best secondaries in the league. I think I take that matchup 10 out of 10 times. That's just me personally. Let's see here. What other questions we got here? Scott says, I hope Coach Daniel will keep his openness and explanations. Need the eyeball test to see if we're making progress. Hope he doesn't limit access like Flo tried to do in OTAs in practice. I think McDaniel has been very transparent so far, but I think if he decides to not be transparent, I'm not going to get on him right away. Like, hey, look, you're implementing a new offense. You don't want to give too much away. Don't throw him under the bus if he decides to become a little bit more closed. I won't be. Ryan EP says, not sure what we are doing at linebacker position with all the resigns, with all the resigns, but there is a lot of talent at the inside linebacker available in the later rounds this draft. There is, Ryan AP. And again, I go back to you, Ryan, and I'll say this. If the Dolphins decided to take their 4th and 2/7 and move back into the 3rd round, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't be. Let's say it's to move up 7 spots or 10 or 12 to go out and get another to get into the linebacker. And the Dolphins only ended up having 2 draftees this year. Wouldn't be upset. Wouldn't be. Ian Baller says, come on, Steven. Tua and Marino are 2 different quarterbacks. Just say no. Let's see here. What else you guys got here? Martinez says, linebacker will hopefully be the pick at 102. One of the linebackers falls that will fit our offense. Which linebacker is your favorite who realistically could be there? I don't know yet, Martina. My goal is that over the next week and a half, I'm going to do a couple of mock drafts during my show to kind of see who will be there. So hopefully sometime by the end of next week, I'll have a better answer for you on that. Let's see here. Paul Glover says, I think Tua could be Brees or Wilson if he puts in the work. I mean, in theory, Paul, he's already Brees. Let me tell you why. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for that. Let me tell you why. So this was sent to me. I also saw this earlier, but I'll at least let me save image. Okay, let me see if I can bring this thing up here. File, save image as. It's not letting me do it. Here, let me bring it up off here. Here we go. Share screen. Here we go. So, to Paul's comment here. Well, let me go higher than that. Okay. This is through the first 2 seasons of plays. First 2 seasons, Drew Brees to Tua. Tua's got a 66 percentage. Drew Brees had 59. Drew Brees had 5,392 yards. Tua had 4,467. Tua had 28, or Brees had 28 touchdowns. Tua had 27 touchdowns. Brees had 1 rushing touchdown. Tua had 6 rushing touchdowns. Brees had 31 interceptions. Tua had 15. His quarterback rating is 88.8. Tua's. Brees was 73.1. Brees' quarterback record was 10-17, and Tua's was 13-8. Let me tell you why this is something that you guys have to think about a little bit here, okay? Number one, if you look at what happened with Brees, right? If you look at what happened with Brees, Brees ended up leaving San Diego to go to New Orleans and ended up going into an offense that was created for him. Sean Payton created that offense, or was able to make that offense fit Drew Brees' strengths. That's what I hope happens here. Tua didn't have to leave. We bring in McDaniel. McDaniel knows what it's going to take for Tua to be successful. That's what I kind of hope happens here, right? The other thing that I also think, if you look at too, is interesting, is they almost have the same amount of passing touchdowns. But Brees has 1,000 more yards, almost 1,000 more yards. Again, that's the offense that was implemented on the team. There is something to be said of that. I need people to realize I understand Tua's shortcomings and I understand where he's not good at. But I also got to understand that, hey, man, Tua still puts up decent numbers. He does. I think when it's all said and done, I think the thing we're going to see is the Dolphins, with McDaniel, be able to take Tua's strengths, move it into an offense that's catered to him, and we're not only going to win some football games, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to look good doing it. And there's going to be no question about it. And again, for the record, I hope that that's the case. And on paper, that looks to be the case. Those stats are empty calories. They're still stats. They're still numbers, though, bro. They're still numbers. Trey said, Stephen D., you've been saying some asinine things lately. Tua is Brees, not even close. My saying was, you can make an argument that he's starting to look like him. I didn't say he did. I said you can make the argument that he's starting to. And if you go look at the numbers, we all know what happened with Drew Brees in San Diego. He was in an offense that wasn't catered to him. It wasn't a good football team. And he still was a boss. He still was throwing up numbers and looked good. He gets hurt. San Diego decides not to re-sign him. Goes to Miami. Goes to New Orleans. He has got this injury. Who's going to take him? Sean Payton says, we'll take him. He goes there, we see what happens. He becomes a Hall of Famer right off the bat. Now, do I know that's going to happen with Tua? No. Have I seen anything that will show me that? Not really. But do I hope that McDaniel can be that difference maker the way Sean Payton was for Brees? Yeah, I do. Well, why is that? Again, there's got to be something here if the top coaches in the NFL are going to this man's seminars or going to these man's coaching camps. He's got to know something. He's got to know something. I understand at April 7th, there's not a lot I can say or do that's going to sway you one way or the other. There's not. There's not. I think with Tua in the ears, Tua's is this guy that just needs to have all these people around him, and he will be better. And by the way, it's not their fault that he lost. It's not his fault that we've lost the games that we've lost. And the Tua haters, Tua's not done anything to wow you yet. And because of that, and knowing else what you've seen in the league, you're comparing him to Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. So I'm not going to sway the Tua haters or the Tuaneers one way or another. You're going to feel the way you feel until kickoff of 2022. But that hasn't happened yet. We're still months away from that. So in the meantime and in between time, what I'm going to do on my show is I'm going to talk about the moves that we've made already. I'm going to talk about, oh, snap, what can we do with the potential picks that we have, or what can we do with the potential salary cap that's left over? That's what I think. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be. And maybe I'm completely wrong, and if I am, God help us all, because that would suck. Y'all stop arguing in the chat. Y'all are killing me. Bunch of kids out here. I'm putting y'all in timeout. Joseph Gonzalez with the $2 donation. Thank you, Joseph. I fully expect a Super Bowl appearance this year. No excuses. Joseph, let me tell you, that's a dangerous thing to say. That's a dangerous thing to feel. Here's what I want to do. I want to give you a soft landing. And everybody's like, oh, you're already making excuses, Stephen. No, I just want you to be prepared to say a statement like that. We haven't won a playoff game in over 20 years. So to automatically come in here and say, I say a Super Bowl this year, no excuses. That's rough, Joseph, to say a statement like that, bud. Your statement should be, I expect to win, not just get to the playoffs. I expect to win a playoff game here this year. No excuses. Because that's what I expect. I expect to win a playoff game. I don't expect us to just get to the playoffs. I expect us to win a playoff game this year. That's a fair statement. Okay, we haven't won one in 20 years. We've only been to the playoffs 3 times in that time frame. I get it. But when you make the moves this team has made this offseason, you sign the players that you've signed, buddy, there's some expectations that come with that. And it's not just, let's just make the playoffs. It's, nah, bud, you need to be one of the best teams in the AFC. I'm not quite ready to make a statement saying that it's Super Bowl appearance or bust. But I will. Let's say the Dolphins come this year, win a playoff game. God forbid lose in the AFC Championship or AFC Divisional, right? Then next year, I 100% have no problem saying Super Bowl or bust. Because I think that's the direction this team is headed on. At least I'd like to think so. But I'm not ready to say that statement yet there, Joseph. Your statement should be win a playoff game this year, bud. let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? I'm trying to read y'all stuff in here and trying to walk through all this arguing between Gio and 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all need to stop, both of y'all. I'm putting both of y'all in timeout. Don't make me come back there, both of you. You want me to take away your game systems? No YouTube for a day. Don't make me. I will come up there. I will come back there. I don't care who started it. I'm finishing it. I love both of y'all, just so y'all know. Let's see here. Mama not a fish says, I'm not a two-an-air or a two-a-hater, but I feel left out. I want a label. Please help. Ooh. I'm not a two-an-air or a two-a-hater, but I feel left out. I want a label. Please help. You're a Dolphin fan. That's what you are. You're a DWA. You're a Dolphin fan with attitude. DWA. That's what you are. DWA for life. It's okay. I get being on one side of the fence or the other, but it's so tough to be. I don't have a problem with two-an-ears, and I don't have a problem with two-a-haters. I really don't. I think where it starts getting asinine is when people start picking on one side or the other. You don't have to bring the other side down. If you don't support Tua because you're just, I get it. But don't knock on somebody because they fully support the man either. And vice versa. Understand where this franchise has been for the last 30 years, y'all. Come on. We had arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, and he didn't win a Super Bowl. Understand where we've been. And put yourselves in your fellow Fins fans' shoes and understand that some people are fed up and some people just want to win. And I think we all just want to win, but I think we don't have a blueprint on how to do that, except to look at the rest of the league and look at the cheaters in our division and look at Kansas City and look at the Rams. And there's so many different types of, well, which way do we go? We know our owners tried to do everything under the sun, but it hasn't worked. Roadrunner says, Steven, get the belt, man. Paul Glover says, how about this, Steven? If we win our division, I think we are Super Bowl favorites. If we win our division, that means we would have probably, most likely, have beaten the Bills one, if not two times. At least one, though. Right? And we probably swept the Jets, and we probably swept the Pats. So we ended up 5-1 in our division. At the worst, 4-2. And if we win our division, we beat some really good football teams this year. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. If we win our division, I'll be on the morning show saying, Super Bowl, baby, let's go. Whose house am I staying at? Who is funding the Stephen D Super Bowl trip? So I can do content all week at the Super Bowl. Because that's how it'll be. Look, I think that the Dolphins, if they win the division, they will be it'll be talked about. I'm scared to say it though, because again, we haven't done it. And when you say a statement like that, you automatically get looked at funny right now, and I get why. If they win the division though, I won't blame people for saying that. Chef Shu says, good morning, Stephen D. and everyone. How y'all doing this morning? Let's see here. I'm trying to read the chat, and I'm still going through Geo's and 1234's argument. Guys, how about I bring both y'all on here? Are both y'all willing to come up here and settle this? Y'all can't talk about each other, no slander about each other, but I'll let you guys have like 2 minutes to go, to go at each other for a second. No personal attacks, but we're going to end it right here too. At the end of it, you both are going to say, I'm sorry. And we're going to move forward. We're going to move past this. Because that's my channel. I'll let people who have beef with each other come on, but y'all got to hash it out and promise that no matter what's said at the end of it, you're going to shake hands, quote unquote. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 said yes. Geo, what about you? I do think the way the team is currently constructed, we're automatically a playoff team. I agree. Okay, so Geo, and this is for Geo and Epps. Geo and Epps, no cussing, no slander towards each other. The swear jar is in full effect. Okay? This is for Geo and 1, 2, 3, 4 Epps only. Here's the link for you two guys. I'm going to give you all 3 minutes to squash this. Got to be dad around here. That's all right. I love both these guys, just so y'all know. I love Epps and I love Geo. They're both amazing guys. All right. Steven's the referee. I'm not the referee because these guys are they're gonna say their piece and they're gonna get along. I put the link in there, Geo, so you should see it. Paul Glover says while we're waiting for Geo to come up here, it says, because Marino never won a Super Bowl, does it automatically make it bittersweet for the fans if Tua plays good, not great, and still gets one? I'll answer you like this, and then I'll bring on the two gentlemen in the back room here. I'll say that I think that all fans, whether they're Tua-neers or Dolphin fans or Tua haters, want to win a Super Bowl. And if Tua ends up being the quarterback that gets us to a Super Bowl victory, I think nobody's going to care. Winning cures all. Winning cures all. And as long as we all got the ring, we're good. Because then you'll know a real Dolphins fan from not a real Dolphins fan at that point. That's what I'll say. Okay. All right. Obviously, there was some craziness in the chat this morning. I always say that my channel is Switzerland. It's the neutral ground territory for everybody. If you got beef with somebody, you are more than welcome to come on my channel and squash it. So, sounds like my man Gio from the Miami Sports Fanatics show and my man 1234 Epps, loyal listener of this show. Both of these guys have a little bit of beef with one another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them up here individually. I'm going to let Gio go first, Epps, and then I'm going to let Epps go over. Don't interrupt each other if you can. Do not cuss. Swear jars in full effect, just so you guys know. And no personal slander, no personal attacks towards one another. That will not be tolerated. I'll give you one warning each. You get one warning now. You get a second warning. I'll give you one other. But if there's a third, you're gone. I'm kicking you off. Okay? It's for both of you. But just know I love both of y'all. Okay? All right, here we go. We'll bring you both on. Gio and 1234. What's up, gentlemen?
Good morning, Steven.
Good morning. What's up, Gio? Gio, you there? Gio.
Yep. Yo, you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Pretty good. Did you hear my little disclaimer?
Yeah, I heard you, bro. I don't rock like that, man. Everyone that watches my channel know how I roll, so you're good.
I know. All right, so Gio, the floor is yours first, and then I'll let Epps go.
So basically, man, listen. 1, 2, 3 apps straight up. You make it so hard, bro, to interact on this platform with Steven, because the first thing you do after a few comments that I put, and you know it's true, and I'm gonna show you, bro, and read what you did today. As soon as I put a couple comments, you start coming at me, which is cool, but then you get disrespectful. All right, it's cool to debate and disagree, but what you do is on another level. And I've seen you do it before, bro. You've had this issue with multiple people, and I'm tired of it, man. Don't come at me like that, because I'm not those other people. Okay, I'm just not. And I know everyone tells you the same thing, bro, but just let me be. That's not my character. It's not my nature. You're probably like that, and you love doing shit like that. My bad. But don't do it to me anymore.
Swear jar number 1.
All right,
good.
so
You're good.
just don't do it to me anymore, because I don't poke at you at all. Last time we did this, we both agreed to just act like we're not even on the chat, and you just can't let go, bro. You have a demon that you can't let go, my man. You keep doing it. Today, I asked Steven on the chat, because me and Batman are bringing him over today, hopefully, if he has the time. So I asked the man if he was going to come through tonight so we could get things ready. What was the first thing you did? I love Batman, but I don't watch the other show because of the other guy. All right, cool. Well, basically you said I don't like the other guy. So once you said that, I said, okay, cool. Hey, no worries. I don't like you either. And then right after that, you got more disrespectful, bro. And I'll read it.
I said we agree. I didn't get a disrespectful.
No, listen.
Hold on, Epps, let him finish, and then I'll let you go. I'm not going to let him interrupt you the same way you're not.
Yo, this dude is crazy, man.
Epps. Go ahead, Gio.
You see how he already starts, because he knows
Look, I got it. Gio,
all right.
Finish. Go ahead.
All right, so basically he says, I love Batman, but the other guy is bringing that show down. He should go start his own channel.
He should.
All right, so my man, so if you get disrespectful, how are you going to try and tell me?
I didn't get disrespectful.
Don't act like, don't act like,
disrespectful, Gio. Gio, you're in your feelings,
that is
man.
called being disrespectful.
You're in your feelings, bro. I gave constructive criticism to your
Steven,
show.
I'm out, bro. I tried with this man.
No, Gio, hold up.
I didn't personally attack him.
Apps.
Listen, Steven, all I can say, man, is he's
Epps, I'm gonna let you have your platform, because I want to get both sides of their story.
That's what he does.
Gio,
man.
Get back up here.
He makes somebody look bad, then he runs. He runs. I know what he is.
Epps. Calm down. You can't talk to people like that, Epps. Gio, please get back up here, because I want to finish this cordially. Okay. Epps, I'm gonna let you go on how you saw everything go. And then I'm going to give my 2 cents worth. Okay? I hope Gio gets back up here. I hope at minimum he's still listening. All right. Go ahead, Epps. Floor is yours.
What happened was I was in the chat talking. It had nothing to do with Gio. He got into my conversation and started talking about Daniel Jones this, Daniel Jones that. I said, I do not believe Daniel Jones is I believe that I do not believe Tua is faster than Daniel Jones, and he got in his feelings about it. And then me and him got into an argument, and I gave him constructive criticism about his show today. I love Batman. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I mean, it is what it is.
So
I didn't call him any names or anything. I don't like him.
Two things. Okay. So I hear you. Are you done? I want to make sure you're done. I don't want to interrupt.
Steven, if somebody doesn't want to come on the platform because of me, if you want me to unsub, if you want me to cancel my membership and never come back, I'll be happy to do that, bro. I'm just letting you know. If I'm bringing you down, let me know.
Did I say that?
No, I'm just saying.
Don't threaten
he's
me.
acting
I
like-
didn't do
no,
nothing,
No, I'm
Epps.
not threatening you. I'm not threatening you. He's acting. He's putting you in a position as a friend.
No, he's
which
not.
a friend
They're
should
both.
never
Hey,
do.
two
It's
things.
either
Two
you
things.
or me, Steven.
things,
I can't
two
even go on
things,
your platform because of Epps. Da, 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 da.
Epps,
He's
Epps.
like putting you in a bad position, man. What kind of friend is that, bro?
Well, two things. Number one, I don't think I'm in a bad position. So that's your perspective. I don't think I'm in that position. Gio didn't do anything to me. Okay. Now, what I will say to you, Epps, okay, no matter how you feel about the man, I don't have a problem with you saying, hey, look, I really don't want to interact with you because of X, Y, and Z. But what I saw in the chat was you two going at it with each other. And from his perspective, and what I got from his side of the story was, hey, dude, look, I said what I said, and then you got personal saying, I rock with Batman, but I don't rock with you. And that's why I'll never watch your show. Come on, man. You don't have to say that. Like that. There's not.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that, Steven. But the reason listen, I understand you. I agree 100%. I was giving Gio a taste of his own medicine. He was in a conversation that I had nothing to do with. He was in a conversation I had nothing to do with, and I joined in just like he did me 2 weeks ago. So what makes him better than me?
Epps, does two wrongs make a right?
No. I was just giving him a little taste, and you see what happens when you spit facts to Gio. He runs.
He was so look. I wish he had stayed up here, but he was avoiding a confrontation. That's not in his nature.
I wasn't going to be yelling or anything.
But Epps, you were confrontational. I'll give you that much. You were.
Yeah, I am confrontational, but dude, listen. I've seen Gio, man. Listen. I don't want to fight Gio. I don't have any problems with Gio. Aside from the internet, just we got into a verbal altercation about Daniel Jones. It's there. There's nothing else about it. I don't want to fight him. I don't want to see him. I mean, he's like, "Oh, you'll never be invited to my show." Da da da. You didn't read what he said.
He from what I read, and again, I can only go. I can only go based on what I saw in the chat, and what I saw was, "Hey, man, leave me alone. You don't have to interact."
Read what he wrote before that.
I'm not going back to. There's a million messages.
Exactly.
Here.
So it doesn't matter. The bottom line is, I will never talk to Gio. I will never. If he doesn't want me to talk to him, I'll never acknowledge him in the chat again.
Okay.
That's fine. I have no problem doing that. If he doesn't, if he can't take a debate, that's fine. We realize that he can't take a debate. He was up here.
No, we're not. See, that's not what
I wasn't. That's Steven. I never yelled.
That's personal. I get it, but that to say he can't take. Come on now, don't. That's
well. He just left.
That's your perspective because there's other people that's their perspective is Epps, you do this a lot. I don't agree with one way or the other. I'm just saying.
I do, man. I do have problems with a lot of people because you know why? Because when I say something and then somebody comes out of their pocket and wants to say something, well, that to me says, hey, you want smoke? I'm going to give it to you. Okay. All right. That's how I am. That's how I've always been. I'm not going to change for anybody, man.
Batman, I sent you the link in the text, man.
I'm not going to change for anybody. That's how I've always been, man. I've always been like that. If somebody comes at me and wants smoke, I'll give it to them, man. If you want to meet up with me, I'll meet up with you. You can come to where I live, man. It's fine. I don't care. I have no problems with Gio. Gio came at me in a conversation. He came at me in a conversation that he had nothing to do with. And he started saying, come on my show and debate me, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, no, dude, just leave me alone. He kept going. So now today I gave him a taste of his own medicine.
All right. Calm down. You've already said that.
Okay.
I got you. Calm down. But first of all, just understand I love both of you. And I would have liked to have seen you both apologize to one another because
I would have apologized.
And let me say this, Epps, you even just admitted that you were in the wrong a little bit, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so do me a favor. Do me a favor for the sake of me. Respect my platform. Just say, Gio, I at least apologize for coming at you in that personal attack the way I did.
Gio, if I did anything that disrespected you personally, I do apologize.
Okay. That's fair. I think that's fair. And Gio can apologize in the chat. I would like for him.
He doesn't need to apologize. I don't need an apology.
But what I'm saying is I appreciate you doing that, Epps. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, dude. No problem, man. It was just like I said, man. It was like what it was. Gio had nothing to do with the Daniel Jones or Tua conversation. He came into it, and then now he's mad that I'm coming back at him. Like, dude, this isn't your show, man. You're not the host, Gio. I can say what I want, man. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to tell you I don't agree with you.
Man, Epps, I love
And
you.
then him telling you that it's either you or me, like that's cancel
Gio
culture,
never
man.
said
Get
that.
out of
He
here,
just
bro.
he just said I
Him,
did
by
not
him
want to
telling
do it.
you that he can't come on your
I did
platform
my
because of
perception.
me is
My
basically
perception about
saying get rid of Epps. That's basically what he's saying.
Okay. Let me bring in somebody here who I was going to bring in to be a co-host with me for a few minutes this morning to talk about a couple of different things. Russ, I'll bring you in a minute, Russ. Give me a minute. Let me bring in Batman. What's up, Batman?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Have you been
Batman,
listening
how you
this
doing,
morning?
brother?
I just missed. I just apparently Epps and Gio had a verbal
They-
altercation. I don't know
yeah.
what's going on. So
Yep.
I'll tell you
All
what
right.
happened,
No.
Batman. There was like about
No. We're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. That's what we're not going to do. We're not getting into it again because I don't want my show to be veered off in that point. Okay. Now, what I will say, Epps, because I'm going to let you out for a little bit, and then I'm going to open it up to everybody here in a few. I wanted to talk to Batman one-on-one about a few things. I just want to say I love you, Epps. Can you say that back to me? I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, man. I love all you guys, man.
hey, Epps, by the way, you're always welcome on the show, man. You know me. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't know what happened. But I will say
Yeah,
this.
it's all good, man.
I
Just tell
I
hey,
reached
tell
I reached
Gio,
out to Epps. I reached out to Epps like when I first saw him on your
and
show,
I came
Steven.
on respectfully.
Yeah, you did, and I know you it's at times is rough for you to get on at night, so I understand that. So that's why you're not able to join as often as you like, but you're always welcome, bro. Like I said,
Yeah, Gio told
I
me
tried to reach
that's
out to
why I
you
got.
personally.
No, I know that's why I got mad today because Gio's like, you're not allowed on the show.
Okay. Hey, we're not getting back
invited,
into it, Epps. Epps.
No, I get it. But it's all good. Listen, just tell Gio it's over. Listen, the whole argument was just child's play. You know what? If he doesn't want me to talk to him in the chat on Steven's channel, I won't. If he ever wants to really debate without arguing and yelling, I'll be happy to do that, dude. It's no problem, man. Honestly, I got no beef with Gio. He just got into my conversation. It is what it is. It's over. It's moot, man. It's moot. And today I was picking out a hornet's nest. Today it was my fault. I kind of picked at it. It is what it is. I did it today.
Okay. Thank you, Epps. I appreciate it. I love you. I'll talk to you later, bud.
All right, brother. Thank you, Steven. And Batman,
come on later.
You,
I'll open it up. I'll open it up later to everybody.
And I try not to because I don't want to disrespect your show because I do have a short fuse, man. So that's why I try not to come on the panel because I don't want to cause controversy on the panel because I get mad really easy. You know that, man. So
I got it.
That's why I don't come up here out of respect for you, Steven, usually.
I got you. I love you, Epps. You're good. I'll talk to you.
I love both you guys, man. Y'all stay blessed.
All right,
like I said, tell Gio it's all fucking squash, man. Sorry about the cursing.
Cool.
Both
I
of you.
donated yesterday,
Gio owes me $1 and now you owe me $2 because the
All right,
is
dude.
$2.
Wait till I get paid, man. Gas prices, Steven.
All right, Chef Jew, put it on his tab. All right, man. I'll talk to you. All right, Russell, real quick before I bring in. Russell's got at least a little bit to say about this. Russell, go ahead real quick.
This is all Brian Flores' fault.
I know. Everything's his fault.
And I actually have context behind this because not only has he caused division in the NFL, he's caused division in our own fan base by not supporting the quarterback we freaking drafted. And it's got us fighting because nobody can just say, let's go Tua, year 3, let's go.
Hey, Batman, you ready? Let's go Tua. See, we say
God bless. Like, God, I'm just, and why are we talking about Daniel Jones? He's not a Miami Dolphin. Why do we care?
Get out of here, Russell.
Why do we care what Daniel Jones is doing in the NFC?
I have no idea. Stephen D never said anything about Daniel Jones.
That's what I'm saying. Like none of this. It's not worth it. It's stupid to fight among. We all need to stand together and stand behind the team and stand behind the players who are actually in our team's colors, wearing them jerseys.
Let's go, aqua and orange, baby.
Thank you for letting me get that out.
All right. Get out of here, Russell. I'll bring all you guys on later.
I'll be waiting.
Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Clock blockers. I do want to remind you guys, if you haven't hit that like button already, hit the like button, share this link, let people know that we're here. And one thing before we get started, because I wanted Batman to come on this morning, is I want to remind you guys, if you donate in increments of $10, we're going to enter you to win a autographed Brandon Jones 8x11 photo. So let's help raise money for the channel in increments of $10. So $10 you'll get a slot, $20 you'll get 2 slots, $30 you'll get 3. This is all courtesy of ZSM Sports and Zachary, sponsor of the show. He's absolutely amazing. If you want to follow him on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, ZSM Sports. Make sure you do that. Increments of $10. If you donate through Cash App or PayPal, I will double your entry. So if you donate $10 on PayPal or Cash App, you'll get 2 slots. If you donate $20, you'll get 4. If you donate $30, you'll get 6. Because there's less fees that come out of Cash App and PayPal. So let's help raise some money for the channel. The drawing will be tomorrow. Would love to see some more donations. Come on, guys. Donate. Help the channel grow. All right. Now.
And hit the like button, too.
Hit the like button. Gosh. What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. Just like I said, I've been running around trying to get for the last 2 days trying to get a dryer to get connected. So I've been back and forth this morning from Best Buy trying to get the cables and stuff. I thought I had everything because I bought an open box. I've been dealing with that all morning. So sorry I'm a little late.
No, you're good. You're good. Put your microphone down just a little bit. Pull it down just a little bit. There we go. Because it sounds like you're outside, but what it is your microphone's picking up everything, including your breathing.
Okay.
It's a very sensitive microphone. It's a good one, though. That means you got a good one. All right. Let me talk to you about well, first of all, there's a lot of stuff you want to come on. So you've been talking a lot on your channel just about everything. Let me just start from the beginning. What do you think the last 2 weeks have been, and what are your thoughts about everything?
Well, to be quite frank, so I've been a fan since 2000, and for the first time in 22 years, I can honestly say I'm very excited about the team going forward. I'm very happy. I feel like we actually have a team to compete in the NFL, not in the AFC, in the NFL, and the excitement to me is through the roof. I love what the Miami Dolphins have been able to do in the last 2 weeks has been something sensational. It's been spectacular. I know we're not getting respect from the national media, but at the end of the day, what I tell people on our show is that in order to get respect, we need to win games. It might be beautiful on paper. It might look like we have a Super Bowl team on paper, but we need to show the NFL that we want to get the respect. We need to win games. That's simple as that. No, I think we're going to do that.
Hey man, let me ask you another question. The Teron Armstead, Tyreek Hill deal. With the exception of Ricky, do you think this is the best offseason the Miami Dolphins have had ever?
Yes, by far.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of good offseason. You had Brandon Marshall coming in. A lot of people were excited about the Ndamukong Suh, but
Ndamukong Suh, say that 5 times fast.
Ndamukong Suh. But it was just one player. You get what I mean? And I understand we overpaid for him, but we've been used to overpaying for players that come from other teams to come here. This time, what I was saying yesterday, we were able to keep our own, and we got them at great deals. And then on top of that, we brought 2 Pro Bowl caliber players. Armstead being the number 1 free agent in the league, and we got him at a $15 million deal.
I know it's insane what Greer's been able to do with these contracts.
And have you seen his numbers? Like his numbers are insane. He's besides the signing bonuses and stuff, his net pay is 1.14 million for this season, and for every game he plays, he gets $1 million of bonus. So it's incentives based. So he's betting on himself because he's been injured. Hasn't been able to finish complete seasons in his whole career. But it's impressive, and the fact that Dolphins were able to manipulate that, it's just. I mean, look, hats off. I know a lot of people. Look, I was a big fan of Donna Ponte when she was down here because she was able to maneuver the cap.
She was a capologist. She was good with numbers, but man, Greer is.
He learned that he has the cutthroat mentality of Tannenbaum. But he's savvy as far as the money, like Donna Ponte.
Let's not put Greer in any I don't want to hear that man's name.
I say it because he was very aggressive. He didn't care about trading picks for players.
Way.
Yeah, in the wrong way. But
Greer seems to be, for me, this is my opinion. Greer is very smart. I'm going to even go as far to say that I think he's a good talent evaluator too, because I would say so far he's hit on some really good some of his hits have been amazing. Mm-hmm. And I think there's something to be said of that. And then I'll even go as also far to say, like, I think he's better than Don Aponte when it comes to the cap. The way he's designed everything. And I just think he understands the entire system and complexity of the NFL. And so when you have that, you're able to take somebody that is, in my opinion, underrated and undervalued for that matter, right? Like I think we as Dolphin fans take Greer for granted. Because, I mean, look, there was a lot of people like, oh, should Greer go? Should Greer get fired? No way. Like, I think he's a top 5 GM in the NFL today.
I mean, if you ask yourself, who's a better GM right now? Who is?
I mean, look, I like what, the Rams have done. They've done really good. Belichick obviously speaks for himself, and you say what you want about him, but, he's a good GM, right? I can't stand the man. Buffalo's GM seems to be pretty good. And they've won a playoff game and have made the playoffs in consecutive years. And there's something to be said of that too. Right. So, I mean, and, Kansas City obviously does really good with what they do. So, I'll say that, there's 4 or 5 right there, but if Greer wins a playoff game this year, which he should, by the way, I'm fully expecting that we will. I'm telling you, like, he should be GM of the year, and he automatically goes in outside of Dolphin fans. Oh man, Greer's legit. Like, he understands it, and everybody's gonna be. But here's the problem, right? Like, the NFL's perspective or the outlook, the outlook of the rest of the NFL. Like, you saw that tweet yesterday from the NFL about Devontae Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not lose your mind when you saw that?
At this point, Steven, I've heard everything. I saw. Have you been able to see the tweet that Bill Simmons put up? That one that used to work for ESPN. Now he's from Boston. About Devontae Parker going over there.
What did he say?
Oh my God! So this had my stomach turning. I'm not gonna lie when I read it. So Bill Simmons, obviously, he's a diehard Boston Celtics fan. Everything Boston, right? He used to be on ESPN. He got his own platform somewhere else now. And when Devontae Parker got traded, shout out to Alexander. He sent this to me. Bill Simmons says, Devontae Parker, welcome to New England. Let's take it slow as you get used to the starting experience of having your quarterback hit you in stride when you're open. That's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's like,
nor is it accurate.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Nor is it accurate.
You lose a lot of credibility as far as an analyst or whatever.
Let's get something straight. I actually do like Bill Simmons. I think he's got a really good podcast, but I like him more when it comes to basketball stuff than it does anything else. But yeah, I think the outlook of the NFL towards us is so disrespectful. And let's get something straight. I understand why, right? I understand why. But for the NFL to make a tweet yesterday about Devontae Parker is what does it say? It said the Patriots are getting some of the best hams in the league. Where was this energy when he was on our team?
Exactly. Good point. That's it.
Can you explain that to me?
It just doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, like I tell people, I was a big Parker fan, obviously, when he got drafted.
Here it is. The Patriots are getting some of the best hands in the league in Devontae Parker. Like, it was like 3,588 times, retweeted 306. Like, the energy it had is just like, come on, bro. there was never that energy here when he was down here in Miami. None.
Of course not. I will say this. So the thing about Parker, I defended Parker so many years, and I'll tell you that we drafted in 2015, I believe. Yeah. Drafted in 2015, and we were excited when he got drafted, right? He was in the same draft with I believe it was Amari Cooper.
Well, he came out of Louisville, right? He came out of Louisville. He was part of Lamar Jackson's squad,
Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, this kid was I was impressed. Good hands, yes. But then you look at the numbers. If you break down the numbers down here in Miami, you're talking about a guy. Gio always says the stats all the time. So he catches the ball. Yes, he's very good at those slants routes. He's very good at the boundaries. Like he's spectacular, right? And the thing is about us fans is when he does these plays, we're like, wow, this is the guy. But how often do we get those plays? And then you have injuries on top of that. His yak is he averages 1.8 yards after the catch, which is literally falling down after you catch the ball. And at the end of the day, we need players that are able to get yak. That's what we have. We have literally two of the top five in yak, and Cedric Wilson will be in the top five soon. And I think Cedric Wilson is a very good replacement, and people are not eyeing him too much. And I'm telling you, this is the best way to. I think it was on your show, Steven. Somebody said it. You have Waddle is your 1A receiver. Tyreek Hill comes here, and he becomes the 1A. Waddle's the 1B. Cedric Wilson plays like a number 2, and he's going to be our number 3 receiver. And then on top of that, we don't know what's going to happen with Lynn Bowden. And then,
if Lynn Bowden comes back and is even a fraction of what he was when he's fully healthy, he's still going to be good. He's still going to be good.
It's scary. And don't put it past Miami, obviously, bringing in another player. Because at the end of the day, we have guys on the roster right now. But like I was saying, Steven, one thing that Miami Dolphins haven't addressed as of right now to the team is special teams, is in the sense of kick return, punt return, and kick and punter. We haven't addressed those positions. And we a lot of people want to say, okay, we got Tyreek Hill, we got Waddle, we could make them run punts, and I don't want to do that. I'm okay with putting Lynn Bowden up back there, seeing what he has, maybe. I remember last year in training camp, the people I was watching return kicks was Javon Holland, which I don't want. I don't want him getting hurt. Javon Holland. It was Jakeem Grant, Javon Holland, and a little bit of Lynn Bowden here and there. But
there's somebody on this roster that will fill into that. Now, who that'll be, I'm not sure, but I'm not worried about returner. I really am. Not, because there's a lot of speed on this team that, we're forgetting some of the defensive players that also has speed too, that could probably kick return as well, right? Noah Igbenogany was,
that's another one.
He was man, my phone is blowing up this morning. He was also a kick returner at Auburn, so I'm not worried about that. And as far as punters concerned, I think they told us everything yesterday. Personally, that's what I think. I think that we're going to see whatchamacallit.
The punter from Atlanta?
No, well, yeah, Atlanta and the Jets, and then all those years in Morstead. I think Morstead.
Yeah.
So I think
we're the only team that hasn't addressed the punter yet. We're the only team that hasn't addressed the punter situation.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, for me, I was like, okay, now Matt Ariza, he's on his way. He's on his way. And then we get that news yesterday, which in a sense, Gio was right. Like, if we get him.
What did Gio say about it?
He said, because we've been on Matt Ariza's train for the last month, and you're talking about a guy that's punted the ball 18 times over 60 yards. He's punted the ball twice over 80-something yards. He's punted it like 70 yards about 3 or 4 times. And yes, people want to see what he does between the numbers. What I'm saying is, we're having pro days. Why not have him come into Miami to see how he kicks in the humidity, see how he kicks out here, and see what he has? I mean, at the end of the day, listen, I know it's a premium pick. You don't want to waste a 102nd pick in the 3rd round, which is almost a 4th rounder. You don't want to waste it on a punter, and I get that. But this guy's a game changer. And yes, people say, but we're not going to be punting. Okay, that's fine. But this guy's a game changer, Steven. Game changer. He is.
All right. We're a Dolphins morning show. Miami Sports Music's number. There's a report that came out. Mike Florio came out with a thing this morning. And I have to talk about it, and people are going to get mad at me for talking about it, but it is news, and it is Mike Florio, and he has stuff that, look, Mike Florio's legit. Whether you like the guy or hate the guy, when he's not part of NBC Sports for no reason, right?
Right.
So, here we go. This is from Mike Florio. This came out at 9:37 this morning on NBC Sports. When Tom Brady retired on February 1st, his next move was already coming into focus per multiple sources, according to Mike Florio. Brady eventually would have been introduced as the minority owner of the Miami Dolphins. The announcement would have been made as soon as the following week, which was the week that preceded the Super Bowl. When we reported on February 28th that the Dolphins had planned to pursue Sean Payton and Tom Brady package deal, the Dolphins privately acknowledged that they had contacted the Saints about possibly the possibility of hiring Peyton.
Mhm.
As to Brady, the Dolphins privately acknowledged there had been discussions about Brady becoming minority owner of the team. Then came the Brian Flores lawsuit, filed, coincidentally or not, the same day Brady retired. The litigation resulted in the plug being pulled on the Peyton Brady plan. After Brady became a minority owner, the Dolphins would have indeed acquired the contractual rights to employ Peyton from the Saints. Then the Dolphins would have at some point gotten the rights to the Buccaneers to bring Brady to the roster. Even though it didn't happen, it's important consideration because Brady will continue to hover as a potential addition to the Dolphins. He has a close relationship with Bruce Bill. Bruce Bill being the person that's going to succeed Stephen Ross, ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
you understand how close they are?
Yep. The right-hand man and successor in waiting to the Dolphins of owner Stephen Ross. With Brady under contract for one more season in Tampa Bay and his deal containing no tag clause, Brady will be a free agent in 2023. He will be able to sign with any team he chooses. Could he retire after 2022? Possibly. But that possibility becomes less significant if we regard this 2022 retirement for what it was. It wasn't a retirement from football, but an attempted retirement from the Buccaneers. When Miami possibility imploded and when nothing materialized in San Francisco, his only option was to play for Tampa Bay this year. Next year, he'll have plenty of options, including becoming the next quarterback of the Dolphins unless Tua Tagovailoa, under the tutelage of Mike McDaniel, becomes the guy the team expected him to be with the 5th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Wow.
So let me add to that because now that it's
Wow.
actually coming out from Florio, and I could speak a little bit more on it. I got the dog barking in the background. I apologize. So from what we've been told, and shout out to the sources, they know who they are. So when I said this yesterday, Steven, as far as Brady coming to the team, and you were talking about it, you were talking a little bit about it in the morning. So from what I've heard, Brady coming to Miami again as a player or front office is a done deal for next season. Now that could change. Who knows? They could win a Super Bowl and he might want to continue. Why would you want to walk away, like you were saying? Why would you want to walk away when you got a Super Bowl contending team and you can still have chances to get more rings?
Yep.
Now, that being said, he wants to retire. He's building that house down here, like Cameron was saying. I heard the same exact thing, $18 million house. My thing is this, like you just mentioned, what's the successor? Bill, what's his name?
Beal.
Beal. So him and Brady's relationship is like none other. Those two are best friends. They're not co-workers. They are best friends. And for what I've been told, if everything goes according to plan, Ross is not going to be here next season. Okay? Bill's going to take over and Brady's coming here to the front office. And obviously, like you mentioned, like Florio was saying, if Tua doesn't succeed this season, the plan could be Brady coming in on a 1-year deal, but eventually he's going to be on the front office. He is going to be in the front office.
Chris Kaufman, who's the co-host of 3 Yards Per Carry, a Miami Dolphins podcast. Shout out to Chris. Said, retweeted this and said, the Saints denied Miami's request to talk to Peyton, and Arians publicly stated Bucs would not give up Brady's rights. But yeah, Miami was totally confident they could push through those. They only gave up when the lawsuit popped up. That has not affected the football side one bit. Trash. What are your thoughts on that?
3 days after we let go of Brian Flores, 3 days before we let go of Brian Flores, we're looking at candidates, right? We're all looking as a team. We're looking at who's potentially going to take over successors for coach. Yeah. There was a lady, I don't know her name. She's from New York. She has like a news network in New York. And she said she had this hypothetical trade. Listen, we traded for Shula. We could have traded for Payne. And I said the Miami Dolphins at this point should go all in and trading for Sean Payne. So we put that narrative out. I played the video. Everybody was like, "Okay, this is a great idea." And I go, at the end of the day, we've heard the rumors that Sean Payton wants to work one way or another with Tua, right? He sees the potential in the kid, and he wanted to work with Tua. So I've been on the Sean Payton train 3 days after Flores got fired, and unfortunately, I do believe all these things were set in place. They fell apart with the stuff going through court with Flores. And it's unfortunate because, listen, Mike McDaniel, is more than likely going to be a very good successor, and he's going to be very good. And I believe in him, and I think he's going to be star-studded. But when you bring in a proven guy like Sean Payton that has done it, and he's done it with a quarterback similar as far as stature, Drew Brees to Tua. Yes, listen. When Tua got drafted, what was everyone saying? He's a left-handed Drew Brees. That's what everyone was saying.
Yep.
And we took that. We took that and ran with it. So if he saw something in Tua, then I was highly happy that it was going to happen. But look, I believe in this team, and I think we're gonna make some noise, man. It's hard to contain the emotion.
I mean, here's what I'll say. Okay, so number one, some people are mad at me in the chat for bringing this up. Number one, it's a big deal. It's a Mike Florio report. You can't sneeze all over it. Like, it's a legit. Like, it came out. It's Dolphins news. It's a morning show. I need to talk about it. I have to address it. That's one. Number two, do I think it's going to affect this year? No, I do not. I don't. But there's something to be said of what could have been, what might be, and also from a standpoint as a Dolphins fan, you have to think, man, no matter how this year turns out, we have either the best thing since sliced bread in the room right now, or if worst case scenario happens and everything falls to crap, we could potentially have Brady and Peyton next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to be happy at either one of those ideals. Like, to me, they're both like, no matter what happens, the Dolphins have a potential to be in the Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years.
I believe that. Solo's always said in his music.
One way or another.
Said in his music. He says
one way or the other.
Yep.
Whether it's McDaniel and Tua, whether it's Sean Payton and Tom Brady, the Dolphins will be Super Bowl contenders within the next 2 years.
In your lifetime, Steven, have you ever heard those words before?
No.
Exactly.
So how are you not excited for anything?
Exactly. Like they say in the Twitter spaces, check your pulse. Check your pulse.
and here's the thing. You and I can only speak for me. I don't want to speak for you, but you and I have talked off the camera. I know that you and I both have had people that have told it. Look, I know for a fact that this Brady and Peyton thing was a real deal, like it was happening, like it was gonna happen. And to me, that's just again, it goes back to, man, that's so Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
That's so Dolphins, as Dolphins United says. Shout out to Dolphins United YouTube channel. Go check him out. But it's exactly what it is, man. Like, it's the Dolphins always find themselves either not being able to execute what they want to do or what they should do, and you're left with the best case scenario of what the options that are left.
Well said. Well said.
I'm happy with McDaniel right now. I'm excited for McDaniel. I'm excited. Like, come on, Tyreek Hill. Like, there's not like Ross is like, all right, well, shoot, I didn't get Peyton, I didn't get Brady, but I'm not giving up on this year. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we're good. And if it doesn't work out next year, Peyton's already said he's not coaching, right? And he didn't. So he gets 1 year off. He gets to chill with his family. Brady's going to play for one extra year because he knows taking a year off is not going to be good for him. You got to play the whole year, right?
Not at 44. Yeah, you can't do that.
Got to play the whole year. So God forbid, but if what hopes happens to us and McDaniel and Tua are as good as we hope they're going to be together, and it turns out to be great, we don't even got to deal with Tua or we don't even have to deal with Sean Payton and whatchamacallit.
Yeah, and Brady.
Brady still might come here as part owner. Great, awesome.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Like I'm saying, more than likely, it's a very, 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 very good chance Brady's going to be in this front office next season. That's all I got to say. It's a very good chance.
And look, here's what I'll say. If he becomes a minority owner, I'm all for it. Because the one thing he wants to do, and he wants to do it, y'all, he wants to stick it to the Patriots and Belichick. Mm-hmm. And how do you do that? With a winning team. So at minimum, you're going to have a winning product on the field year in, year out.
True.
Now, what I don't want him to do right now is I don't want anybody to touch Greer. Let
No.
Greer have full control. As
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned, Greer's doing everything right now. And if he is the person that's running the keys to the car, if he's got the keys to the car and he's the one driving it, right now I'm perfectly happy with everything he's done. I don't want nothing to get in the way of that. And as long as we are winning, I don't want nothing to get in the way with that. But if it turns out that this year's a flunk and we don't do anything to it, then I have to admit I'm going to be okay with blowing everything up too, because everybody says there are some people that are saying, "Oh man, he doesn't get 1 year, or he gets more than 1 year." McDaniel, you got to win this year, bro. And if you don't, there, best believe Sean Payton and Brady are coming in and imploding almost everything.
I want to say something. So look, at the end of the day, Miami. We could say this about Miami. Um, we need to see how things progress throughout the season. We need to see how this offensive line is going to gel. We need to see if we get more consistency from Tua as far as production. And is the defense going to stay intact, even though everybody's in play, all the players are there personnel wise? But as far as coaching, is the defense going to take a step back? That's the only thing. Those are the three things that we have to worry about. If we can succeed on those three things, then we're listen. I've never been the type of fan that comes on any platform or on my podcast back in the days at the beginning of the season and I say Super Bowl. I've never been that type of fan. I've never been able to say that, and I would never lie to people about that. I honestly do believe that if we have a team to compete, whether it's this year, or like you said, in the next 2 3 years, I could see ourselves very well being in a Super Bowl. And it's something crazy, man. It's Miami. Listen, Miami's gonna put themselves on the NFL map once again, and they're gonna make noise, Steven. I highly, 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 really do believe that. I really do believe that. By the way, did you mention Miami bringing back John Jenkins as the tackle?
No, so that was the next thing that was on my list. John Jenkins and the Miami Dolphins agreed to a 1-year deal. So he just got re-signed this morning, which I think is a big deal. Which I'm excited about. I'm excited about it.
I like it because, listen, we were talking about on Larry's platform, Fins Fans panel, of the option of maybe bringing back an Adamic and Sue at a cheaper rate, right? Even as a backup role. But the problem people were saying with his Eagles, he's almost 35 years old. He's going to be 35 going into the season. He has matured since he's been in Tampa. He hasn't been a problem, and winning a Super Bowl might have helped him do that. And if we could have brought him back at a depth position to back up, because listen, we took a step back when Raekwon Davis got hurt. Remember at the beginning of the season last year, that run defense took a serious hit until he got back, and then the wheels started turning again. And no disrespect to John Jenkins, I think he's a solid depth piece. He's a big guy. He's really good. But I was like, bring in the Dominican Sue. If you could get him here at a $3 million deal,
I would love to bring in the Dominican Sue. I said this already. And by the way, I still don't think that's out of the question, even with John Jenkins.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
that's still a possibility.
Had 32 free agents as soon as Brady retired. They had 32 free agents. They have brought back a lot of key pieces, but
they can't. Ndamukong Suh isn't one of them, and Gronk isn't one of them. And by the way, we had the conversation about Gronk on our show yesterday. I think the more likely scenario for Gronk is he's done and he's not going to play anymore. But we'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see.
Fair point.
All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Alongside me, I got Batman2423, host of the Miami Sports Fanatic Show, which I will be a guest on later today, which I'm excited about. I'll be on with you and Gio this evening. That'll be a lot of fun. Make sure. What time is that going to start?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. I'll be on for about 30, 45 minutes hanging out with y'all on that platform. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll get to hang out with y'all. You guys will get to ask me the questions.
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm the guest. That doesn't happen often. I like it.
We're as excited as you are, believe me.
I'm excited about it, man. All right. Well, let me ask you another couple of questions before you get out of here, because I know you got a lot of stuff to do today. What do you think the Dolphins are going to do in the draft? Where do you think they go in the draft?
All right. So from what I've been told, Dolphins are trying to get another third rounder this year. Okay.
Yep.
So I see him potentially, even if we don't have a fourth this year, they want to have two thirds. So they have a third, a fourth, and two sevens. I see those sevens, maybe one of them being moved or traded to try to move up with that fourth, try to get a third, even trading a little bit of capital next year. I see them going at the number three, potentially, and people are gonna crucify me for this. I see the Dolphins going for running back in the third round. There's a lot of good running backs that are still gonna be on the board, especially James Cook. You know, and that kid is a stud. He's a stud. We were talking about this yesterday. Raheem Morster on the roster at 1 year, 3.125 mil. He's on a prove it year. He's coming off a serious injury. He missed 15 games last year, and we don't know exactly if he's going to be, if he's here. Like Gio was saying, he's here to show the system to the running backs. Chase Edmonds, Gaskins. He's going to show them the ropes. But I don't see him being a potentially long-term running back for this team. So if you bring in a guy with James Cook in here, and even if you don't, if you redshirt him, you sit him down, let him learn from these guys. The kid's a stud, and you know what? He's a die-hard Miami Dolphin fan.
He is.
He's come
He
out
is.
and said it. He's a die-hard Miami Dolphins fan. And listen, he trains him and Dalvin Cook. I think they're cousins, right? I think they're cousins. They train together on the offseason down here. They train together, and if this kid could be a shell of him, if he could be a quarter of what Dalvin Cook is, we have a stud. We have a stud, Steven. That's what I see us doing in the third round. If we do get another third round, I see us addressing the middle line, inside middle linebacker position. Um, Ideally, what I would want, like I said, I want Matt Ariza. I'm taking him at 102, but I see what Miami doing is they're going to target either running back or inside middle linebacker with that third round pick at 102. And then if we just keep our fourth, we might look at potentially another defensive end to bring in, maybe just to groom, for the long term. But that's what I see them doing in the draft.
A couple things in the chat that I thought was really interesting. Number
Brothers.
one, that what's really cool is Clumsy Fronsky from Germany said Jenkins is the 29th roster move this offseason. Man, Greer is literally working his butt off. 29 roster moves this offseason, and they've all been really. I'm not mad at any of them so far. They've been all absolutely amazing. Bonjo says, Stephen D and Batman, who would you guys like to face in game one of the season, and would you like them at home or away? Oh, man, good question.
I know my answer.
You go with your answer first.
I want Buffalo. I want Buffalo Bills early. And I would love to. I mean, last 2 years we've had home games with Buffalo, and they've smacked us in the mouth. I want to. I want it all. I want to play in Buffalo, game one.
I'm trying to go Dolphins 2022 opponents. Here's what I don't want. I'll tell you that first. I don't want an interdivision opponent for the first game of the year. I don't want the Jets. I don't want the. I want those later on in the year. If I'm
But
honest,
more than likely, the last 2 years we've had that.
I
We've had
know.
Patriots Bills 2
The
years in a row.
question, Batman, was what I would like to see.
Right.
And what I don't want to see is the opener to be against the Jets, Patriots, or Bills.
Okay.
I don't want to see that.
That's fair.
If it's home, I would probably say I'd want to see the Steelers or the Texans because I want to get the party jumping, right? Like I want it to be, oh snap, Dolphins put up X amount of yards, X points. If it's away, I wouldn't mind it being against the Bears or the Lions. Heck, even maybe the West Coast, the 49ers, and get the West Coast right out the way the first week of the year. We'd still have to go out there again later on, but I won't count the first week. You know what I'm saying? So, I want a ringer. I want an easy opponent that first game.
Let me ask you this,
because the hype train would be going. It would be
ideally, I will say this. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen, what the NFL is going to put down on Deshaun Watson. But when we face Cleveland, because it's a home game, when we face Cleveland, I would love to see Deshaun Watson in. Like I want him playing.
Yeah.
and I want Miami to listen. This team is behind Tua, and it's not just the coaching staff. It's a lot of these players are. You remember a lot of the stuff that Landon Roberts was telling Tua last year. This team is gonna come out and show out, and they're gonna be very supportive of Tua, and they're gonna come after that man.
Well,
Eh,
here's it's funny you say that. So here's the problem. Like, so Level 2 Noob said, come out swinging, bust the Bills in the mouth, set the tone. Here's a problem. Two things. Number one, your first game of the year when you play anybody, there's no game film, really. Even if it's a division opponent, because they could, like, we all saw what the Dolphins did with the, a Wildcat when they faced New England for the first time with it, and they busted it. Like, you can't play against something you don't know. And I'll say 2 years ago, didn't we face Cam Newton in New England and get killed? Because we didn't know what Cam Newton, but then Cam Newton ends up being horrible in that offense once all people had to truly play him.
mhm.
So I'll say this: if we get, here's the thing, I would rather we kill some crap team rather than lose a close game against a good team. Because if we were to lose against the Vikings or the Packers or the Bills or the Bengals, then what's going to happen is people are going to be like, oh man, Tua can't, and we're going to have to deal with that from week one. I don't want to deal with that from week one. Let me start 1-0.
So two things. Shout out to Reason. He made a really good point. I remember that night you did the show at night with TD, and he was talking about that the a lot of defenses that we're gonna face, especially early, they're not gonna know what to do. They're not gonna know what to do, Steven. Like you having two cheetahs running around like that, they're not gonna know what to do. And yes, there is gonna be might be a small learning curve. This is Tua's offense. This is what he's used to in Alabama. This is what he knows. Now, if these receivers hit the ground running, game one, and I mean that game one, regardless of the opponent, even if it's AFC East teams, they're not gonna know what to do, Steven. I'm sorry.
I know.
Think about it
Well,
like this:
Epps,
how many
Epps
teams
said,
have?
Epps said, imagine if we lose against a starry team in that first game. Then you can be like, look, but there's an excuse there that I can use. It's the first game, guys. It's nothing. It's whatever.
Let me ask you this, Steven. As of right now, roster constructed, do you feel the Miami Dolphins have the capability of defeating Buffalo, whether one or two games this year?
Oh, yeah, at least one. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Splitting it. Okay.
100%. I'm not going to say, we're going to beat them 2 games, but
They have a coaching staff that's still intact. I know they lost Dable, right?
here's what I suggest. Here's what I predict. At minimum, we go 4-2 in our division this year.
It's good.
At
Listen,
minimum.
Tua didn't lose last year to the Patriots. He won both games. He didn't lose to the Jets. He won both games. I want at least one of those games from Buffalo. I mean, we need it. We need
Level 2 Noob says scared mentality. You damn right, man. And give me the swear jar. Yes, sir, I am.
You have to have the Mamba
Why
mentality.
not? No, man, I'm okay with that scared mentality. I'm not ready. I don't know. Like, look, when we start doing it, then I'll be all cocky, and I have no problem being cocky. Man, look, the Dolphins, boy, you don't want to mess with us. But on paper, I can't say that right now.
I mean,
Scotty asked, we averaged 20.1 points per game last year. What do you expect this year to be? I said an extra 4 or 5 points.
I'm in the 30-31 range.
I said 25. I think we're 25.
Okay.
Look,
listen, you guys need to start. We need to start thinking. I know everything on paper looks beautiful, right? Everything on paper looks beautiful, but I will say this: we have a team capable of making a lot of noise.
we do.
You.
And to your point of the 30 points per game, heck yeah.
Think about it like this: how many teams out there? How many teams out there have two elite cornerbacks like us that can try to compete and defend a Waddle and a Tyreek Hill? Think about it like that. People want to say, "Oh, but Tua can't get them the ball." Okay, how many teams? And our line has improved. I honestly, my hindrance, the thing holding me back right now is I want more from the line. I want to get a veteran at right tackle to compete with these guys, second year guys, right? I want to bring in somebody, Williams from Buffalo that he got cut right tackle. Guys like 6'6". I remember Cameron Wake used to struggle against them.
I think he just resigned though. I really do. I think he resigned yesterday.
Oh, he
somewhere.
just signed yesterday?
Well, not with them. I think he signed somewhere else yesterday, if I'm correct, or the day before.
Okay. I gotta look it up, and then I do want JC Treader. I'm being honest because I don't like the idea of Robert Hunt going to right tackle. I think he's a better right guard. He's a potential Pro Bowl guard if he stays at that position. My thing is, if you bring in a JC Treader and you can slide Michael Dieter to right guard, because I think he's a better guard. He's a left guard though. He's a left guard, but I think he's a better guard than he is a center. You put Michael Dieter at right guard, and then you can slide Robert Hunt at right tackle. At that point, we have changed this O line completely, and then you have Eichenberg as your swing tackle, and Jackson as your swing tackle as well. And these guys are going to learn. At the end of the day, you have a good coaching staff. We got 6 eyes. Well, take that back. We have 12 eyes on this offense as far as the offensive line, and they're going to help these guys group. I just don't feel comfortable putting Austin Jackson day one at right tackle. Eichenberg is a better option, but I don't feel comfortable putting them day one to protect Tua's blind side. I just don't. I really don't. I'm being quite honest.
Clumsy said, so do I get you right? When we lose to a tough team, we get Tua as trash talks. But if against a bad team, we can excuse because it was the first game. Steven, that doesn't make sense. First of all, I have no problem with you calling me out. But I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. If we lose to a bad team, the Dolphins, it's okay. It's the first game. We played the tough team. They're still getting used to the offense. We lose to a bad team the first game of the year. It's all Tua's fault. It's all Tua's fault. I don't care whose fault it was. It will be
the Texans and game 1 and we lose. I don't think it'll happen, but that'd be scary. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all Tua's fault. But I would rather have look. I want us like two things. Number one, why should I be? Oh yeah, let's go after. I'm not confident of that yet. It's okay to say that. There's nothing wrong with me saying that. I want to build up. I know that there's going to be a learning curve. I don't want to face the best team in the NFL week 1. No way. If we beat them, holy crap, this team is 10 times better than we all thought it would. And yes, the hype train would be real. Don't get it twisted.
Do you imagine if Miami comes day 1, regardless of the opponent, and they do? Remember that game that we had? I think it was Dan Campbell had taken over the team against the Texans. That we destroyed the Texans. Imagine just having a lump-sided game where Miami just takes over game 1, Steven, regardless of the opponent.
Like, here's something that I actually could see. I can see that Packers-Dolphins game being opening weekend.
I kind of want Miami to start early, making noise early, because you know how they flex games towards the end of the season, especially if we're contending. And I want to see at least oh yeah, Sackman said Darrell Williams is still available. Yeah, he's still available. That's the guy from Buffalo. So I want to see some primetime games against good opponents towards the end of the season, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it, Steven. And I think Green Bay would be a beautiful option to see it on a Sunday night, Saturday night game down here in a flex. It'd be cool to see that. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be cool.
All right. So how many primetime games do you think we're gonna get?
As of right now, I think we only have. I don't remember seeing the schedule hasn't come out. I see one, because at the end of the day, people they don't respect us. They don't respect us.
Dolphins. Two things. Number one, Hard Rock Stadium. All the announcers and CBS and ESPN and NBC, they all love going to Hard Rock, right? We have a very exciting team, right? And we play a lot of good teams this year, right? So the Dolphins are going to get 3, if not 4, primetime games this year. Okay, you ready? You ready for what they are going to be?
Mm-hmm.
The Packers will be a primetime game. Okay. Patriots will be a primetime game. The Ravens, for some reason, Ravens and Dolphins are always primetime, so that'll be a primetime game. And I think the Browns will be a primetime game. So the Browns, the Packers, the Patriots, maybe the Bills. Patriots or Bills. How about that?
Okay.
And the Ravens.
With me, I see Cleveland Browns being the only home game we get prime time, because that's going to be something the NFL wants to check out and see what we do. And then away, the possibility of the away game, I see the Niners with the McDaniel situation. I see the Niners being an away primetime game on a
Do
Monday
you realize
night.
the last 3 times I feel like we faced Baltimore though have all been prime time?
Yeah. Yep.
So they're like, it's like I see that being prime time again. I don't know why. Why are the Ravens Dolphins prime time? Makes no sense to me, but they are.
There are
Every
rivals
time.
because every time we draft a player, they get the player before us in the draft. And I know you're up there, Steven, but every time we have an eye on a player, they always snoop in and they take the guy we want. Always.
I know.
It's just been.
Are you coming up for that game? You know, we're gonna do
I'm trying.
stuff
I'm
there.
trying. So I'm gonna make an effort to make it. So you know, I was able to go to Tennessee last year for the Tennessee Titans game. I went to the Tampa game, and it was my first time going to another stadium for a game, and it felt cool. So I definitely want to do it. I think Crypto said that he was going to link up with you and try to see to go to that Ravens game. So I think I'm going to do it.
So the Baltimore game is going to be big, and obviously shout out to Dolphins NYC because every year they have the MetLife takeover.
And I heard the thing is crazy. I remember last year
I do it.
videos.
I do it almost every year, and it's hands down one of the best things to do. I love it.
So a thing that I've been hearing from TPP, the Positive Purpose. So there's rumors, right? It's rumors because they haven't decided where they're going to do the away game this year. And I'm hearing the Chicago game might be a game that they might do as the fan base, for people coming over from around the world. The Chicago game might be the game that they do the away game for. But that Baltimore game sounds intriguing. It definitely sounds. I'd never been, so it sounds very intriguing.
Yeah, the Chicago game, depending on how things work out, might be the game that another. So I plan on doing 3 or 4 away games this year.
That'd be cool.
So obviously I live in Baltimore, so Baltimore will be one, right? I always go up for the MetLife takeover. That'll be 2. Chicago looks like it's going to be the 3rd, and the other one that I could totally see me going to, is actually, that might be it. I don't know if I plan on going to any other away games. Jets, Ravens, Chicago.
I know Russell. Shout out to Russell. I know Russell's been trying to see if he could get me and Capitan to go to the Cleveland game. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year. And by the way, shout out to Tailgater again. Best tailgate in Miami at East 32.
All day, baby.
I'm taking my talents to East 32 this season. So I'm going to be tailgating over there this whole season. So it's going to be fun.
You can come hang out with me during the pregame show, man. Mm-hmm. It'll be good. It'll be good times.
I know. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I'm just excited right now, Steven. I'm not going to I have so many things in my head and things I want to do. I want to be able to go to the training camps. I'm going to try to take some vacation days off, try to go to as many training camp days I can, as far as what I could, obviously. And I know they don't allow recording. They don't do video recording, but we can do audio. And I'm going to probably do some audio streams, probably with Cat for Life. We're going to be able to split each other on the field, and he gets one field, I get the other, and we're going to be able to, give back to everybody and get some audio feed. And that's going to be fun. I'm just excited right now. I'm really excited. This team is going to hit the ground running. And listen, man, cheetahs have always been my favorite animal. So just to see them out there on the field, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing.
Look, so real quick, this is crazy. This is insane. So I don't know if you're a golf fan or not. I don't think you are, but
I play, but I'm not. I don't watch golf.
This is Tiger's first shot. Look at that. Tiger's first shot at the Masters.
Wow, that's impressive. That's very impressive.
That's insane.
I hope. I'm rooting for him.
I know. Well, dude. So this is my plan for the rest of the day. This is me for the rest of the day. Masters and opening day of baseball, all day today.
True. Today's opening day.
Today's opening day today. I'm excited about it. I got the stuff with you at 8:00 tonight, so that'll be fun. And then I'm supposed to be recording something today with Xavier Scruggs of MLB Network, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it because it's opening day today and it's just been crazy. But I am excited for all of it. It's going to be good times. Good times.
It'll be fun.
All right, man. Tell people where they can find you and everything and what you got going on.
Well, are you gonna open up the panel? I can stay. I can hang out. I can
You
hang
can
out
hang
for a
up?
little bit. Yeah,
All
I
right,
can hang
I'll
out.
open up the panel. All right, so let me do that. Let me open up the panel for everybody. We're gonna do about another 45 minutes, an hour up here, and I'm actually here. Here it is. Let me put this in here. Guys, donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. If you donate in increments of $10, we are giving away this Brandon Jones autographed 8x11 courtesy of ZSM Sports. Okay, so donate it. $10 is one slot, $20 is two slots, $30 is three slots. Keeps on going up from there. If you donate on Cash App or PayPal, you will get double your entries. So if you donate $10, you'll get two. If you donate $20, you'll get four. If you donate $30, you'll get six. We're doing the giveaway raffle tomorrow. Okay? So donate. Let's go. $10 donations. All right, let me bring on the first two people in the back room. I got my man Russell. What's up, Russ?
What's up? So
Sorry you were waiting in the back room, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I wanted to ask you. So you're not going to be able to make it out to the Cincinnati game?
I don't know. I mean, look. Two things. Number one, money. Like all this costs money, guys.
Oh, I know. I know. Those tickets aren't cheap.
Cincinnati might, because I do know some people. Look, when I travel, I got to worry about, do I have a place to stay? Like, I got to try to save money every which way I can. Is somebody driving up there that I can drive with? Or how cheap can I get a plane ticket?
All you
So
have
look,
to do is ask.
if you're watching, if you
I'm
guys have a
45
place,
minutes from the
guys have a
Bengals Stadium.
place for me to stay, tickets to the game, food to eat, and it's going to be a lot of food because I'm a big guy. I'm open. Just get at me. I want to do content.
We'll have a cookout. I'll grill.
There we go.
See, look, already doing it. Sounds like you're going to be taking a lot of naps today, Vonjo said. Between baseball and golf. I love it. All right, let me bring on Brian Terry. What's up, Brian?
What's going on, Brian?
Hello, how you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing good, man. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Are y'all the floor is yours. The floor is y'all's.
Well, I actually wanted to give some input on what you guys were discussing with the opening game. I actually wouldn't mind it being, if it's going to be a home game, I'm kind of in the same boat as Batman. Let's go all out and prove what we are from the jump. And I'm not going out scared like that. So I expect a dub regardless. If it's an away game, I'd like it to be Cincinnati because number one, it's not going to be cold like it can get in Cincinnati later in the year. And two, they literally just hit the Super Bowl. So if we go out and beat a team like that with those kinds of weapons, that's going to make a statement too. I want this team to make a statement right out of the gate. And I'm not talking like last season where we beat the Patriots by a point or two. I'm talking we go out and we actually dominate a game and control the outcome of the game. That's how I feel about it.
I like that.
Exactly. And Steven, you have made a point that, if we win against Buffalo, it won't be a win that we see as a win because they don't know or they don't know how to scheme. That's actually, you actually making the argument for people that say we should face them, because we already know we might split with the Buffalo Bills. So now our odds are in our favor since they don't know our offense. They don't know how to scheme us. Let's get them right now when they don't know. And then when we face them the next time, we'll already be 1-0.
We'll already be 1-0. So you know what? I see your point on that. But I really want to know how we stack up against Buffalo. I would my personal opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna know how we stack up against
I want to
after the 1-0 and then probably in the playoffs.
I feel like if we face Buffalo at the middle of the year, then I feel like we'll have a legit understanding of how good this team really is.
It's like a reality check. It's like
I
a
want
reality
to, and that's what I want. I want a reality check. I don't want to be fed. I know I'm contradicting myself here by saying, "Oh, I want the easy game and I want the hype train to start slowly." I get that, but I also understand there's a learning curve to that. But I also want to be known is my team for real, and I feel that if I understand, Von Joe, I saw you in the back room. Get back up here. I also want to know that in the middle of the whatchamacallit, I also want to know that
Of the road.
Exactly that. Hey, we're a good team.
Yeah, but we're gonna learn that in our second game. But we already want to know.
I want us to exactly. I want to see us start off and progressively get better. Like I want us to start out hot and continue to get better from there. Like I want it to be. I expect this team to win at minimum. What I see on this team, I don't want to see less than 12 wins. I really don't. I think this team's capable of 13 this season. But it's all predicated on a couple of question marks. There's 2 question marks for me. What are they going to do about the blind side of Tua and Tua himself? Those 2 are the question marks, and we're going to figure that out this season.
One thing I want to say,
I believe Austin Jackson will be okay. I believe Austin Jackson will be okay at right tackle.
I think he will be too, Brian. I just don't want to put him day one. I think that kid is a stud. Listen, McDaniel, when he got here, after he mentioned Waddle, after he mentioned Tua, the guy and Gesicki, the fourth guy he mentioned was Austin Jackson. The things he feels he's going to be able to do with Austin Jackson is through the roof.
Hey, Von
Exactly.
Joe, what's up,
So
Von
he has
Joe?
to go out there and play. And
Good morning, everyone.
What's going on, Von Joe?
What's up, clanging and banging?
Hey,
No
guys.
clanging and banging this morning.
What you mean? You don't?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Come on, guys. It's a religion.
He's at it every day.
It's a religion.
When you work out like that, trust me, I understand what he's talking about because
you know what? I feel worse when I don't work out. Like throughout the day, it's worse. Like I drag through the day. Like it's just a bad day.
It's your therapy. It's your therapy.
Steven, I want my team to lie to me.
I don't want to be lied to.
I don't want to be lied to game one. I want all the smoke and mirrors. I don't want them to, hey, if they say, hey, it was just a sorry team, whatever, lie to me. I do not want, listen, I don't want none of the smoke on the first day. Because Batman, you contradict yourself. You're telling some we're going to be adjusting period. Then you want Buffalo game one?
Listen, but it's going to be adjusting for them too. How are they going to stop us? How are they going to stop us? Think about it like that. How are they going to stop us? If we can stop them, and it's very hard to do. If we,
you know
can
what you
stop
said?
them,
Wait. What was that word?
If.
Okay. And if they could stop us. So let's say all ifs out the window. We can't stop them. They can't stop us. Now we're in a shootout. Who are you taking in a shootout?
I'm taking my quarterback too.
I'm taking us.
Okay.
Taking Tua Tagovailoa in my
Because
shootout.
last time
I'm taking us because we have an X factor on that offense, and he just so happens to be the Buffalo Bills' daddy.
Who?
And we have an X
The
factor
cheetah.
on defense. The X-Man.
The cheetah. That's who I'm talking about. The
Oh,
cheetah.
okay.
I'm telling you. What
helped
he
won
do
them
in
the
the
game.
AFC Championship game when he was playing for the Chiefs against Buffalo? What happened?
they couldn't stop him then.
Mm-hmm.
And I do
And
want to
they're
say
not
I
going
want
to
to see
stop him
Buffalo.
now.
I want
And
to
the
see
Chiefs were able to stop Allen, right? Okay,
We have a better
Got him.
defense than the
Got
Chiefs.
him.
But that
I
defense
just
We
have to
have
ask
a
you
better
questions.
defense than
We
the
got a
Chiefs.
better
It's not
defense.
even
We got no
close.
corners.
It's not even close. And we
Okay.
know Buffalo better than they do.
We know Buffalo real well. We know
I
them
do
real
want to
well.
say
Yeah.
this. I do want to see
We
Buffalo.
Unfortunately.
we know them 35
I want to
to
see
what?
Buffalo
Real
game
well.
one, and I want to see it in Buffalo. I'm tired of going at the end of the season.
All right, bro.
Batman,
Okay.
Batman, you're crazy.
I'm
That's what
tired
saying.
of going
Crazy,
to Buffalo
bro.
at the end of the season, relying us to win a game in Buffalo. That's 2 years in a row.
Exactly,
That
man.
don't mean I want to see them game one.
We need to stop being scared. We need to go out there and go to Buffalo and rip their heart out their fucking chest. Oh, sorry,
Especially
swear
health-
jar.
You know what? You know, Steven?
Y'all owed to the swear jar this morning. There's a lot of
Steven,
people that owed to the
Steven.
swear jar.
You know what's hilarious? Everybody's probably thinking I'm being negative, but everything looks good on paper, baby.
I know.
That schedule looks
Same
good
for
on
the
paper.
Bills. We could make the same argument for the other team.
Exactly. But
Listen, they
history-
lost
history
Brian
says
Dable.
different.
A lot of people say Brian Dable's
They
gonna.
don't get. That's
It's
the
not
funny
gonna
thing.
matter.
Stop
A lot of
saying
people
that.
say.
They don't care.
A lot of people say it's not gonna matter, but that's
Stop
their
that.
OC.
They don't care. They don't care.
That's their
Two
OC.
flips about Brian Dable.
Hey, just so you know, I put a poll out in the chat. Do you want to see Buffalo game one? Yes or no?
All right, go
Yes
ahead.
or no?
All right,
Yes,
don't worry.
man.
You guys go ahead and get gassed up off that hype beast. Keep putting.
Man,
keep
if we beat Buffalo Bills, man, we just created leverage for ourselves
And that's
And-
all good. That's
and
all
we're
good,
testing,
Brian.
I'm
You're
mad. I'm
correct.
mad. I can't vote. I don't want Buffalo game one. I do
Listen,
not want Buffalo
Brian,
game one.
you are right. If we beat them game one, we got all the leverage. Can't nobody tell us ish. And if they kick our teeth in, it
Hey,
could
I'd
be
rather get smashed in the mouth early and see.
no,
Maybe our plans ain't
No,
working.
dude.
This
Yeah,
is
no.
this
Y'all
is what
remember what
a lot
happened
of
the first home game? No way.
Hey, remember the last game with Buffaloes and they blow us out?
Yeah,
So
Y'all
we beat
y'all
last
forgetting
year.
that
We beat the
first home game
Patriots.
last year.
We beat the
this is why it's
Patriots. We
important
lost
we
to
get them
Buffalo,
game one
and
and
that
give them
was
that heat.
6 losses after that.
exactly. Von Joe, you could have those 5-game winning streak and then you know Buffalo blow us out. That's gonna hurt even more than
What's
us
up,
just
Q? I
No,
mean,
it's
what's up,
not.
Rashad?
No,
What's
it's
up,
not.
Rashad?
What's happening?
How are you, man?
I'm
No, it's
good. I'm
not.
good at work right now.
Yo, Q, what's
What's
good?
going on, Rashad?
No, that's Rashad. I got Q in the
Oh,
background though too. Here's
yeah.
Q.
What's up, Rashad?
What's up, Q?
What's
What's
happening?
going on, fellas?
What's
Going on,
popping, Q?
What's going on, Joe?
So
Yo, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know
what
what's wrong with y'all
everybody
boys.
needs to what
Hey,
everybody
Bonjo,
needs to
move your camera
understand.
to the side, Bonjo. Move it to the side so we get a full picture, a full screen. You have it vertical. Make it horizontal.
Horizontal.
Oh my God, come on, you're killing me.
See, now we get to see a little better. There we go. There we go.
Cause y'all killing me right now, man. Cause this whole, hey man, let's do Buffalo. Let's go ahead and get it popping off.
25 votes in 85% of the vote saying yes, they want Buffalo game
I
one.
we
feel
not
you,
scared.
Von.
We're
Y'all
not
crazy.
scared.
Y'all are
I feel
crazy.
you,
See,
Von,
Steven?
bro.
See, you see what marketing does to you? I've been marketing. This is what marketing does.
I'm gonna say this. This is the way I feel.
The division games are the most important. If you control those, you can essentially control your own destiny.
Give me the
Exactly.
Jets.
And we're not
Give me the
splitting
Jets
against
game
the
one. They're a
we're
division
not
game.
splitting against the
Yeah.
Pats. We're not splitting against the Jets. So we need to split with the Bills if we want to make it.
Give me the
I
Jets.
mean,
Give me
We
Buffalo game 3.
I
There's no
mean,
reason that we can't go 5-1 in the division.
one thing about playing Buffalo week 1, it could be telling about our future, or we can be humble and shut up by week 2.
30,
That's what it's gonna do
33,
to us.
33 votes in so far. 85% of the vote says yes, they want to see Buffalo.
Exactly.
Y'all are crazy.
They're not
Y'all are
scared,
crazy.
man.
Look,
We
y'all
ready to
made
get them now.
Y'all made
Give me
Bonjo.
Buffalo.
Look at Bonjo. Y'all just made Bonjo go start clanging and banging. He's like, I can't with y'all.
Can I say something real quick, man? Can I
Go
say
ahead.
something real quick?
Steven, I'm about to put myself on mute real quick, man.
I'm gonna say this. Our defense.
That season could be real long if we
Buffalo.
lose.
Our defense can stick with Buffalo, but our offense couldn't stick with Buffalo the last 2 years. That's the
True.
problem. But if the offense matched the defense, we can beat Buffalo. Because if you watch the last 4 games we played Buffalo, defense was in those games. Just the offense couldn't do anything. That's the problem. And I'm
I don't
just
think
being
we.
honest with you, bro. I'm just being honest. People can say.
Let me ask you a question. That was you, Rashad, right?
No, that wasn't me.
That's cute. That's cute.
That was cute. Cute. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that, like you were talking about the defense obviously being able to hold up for most part, it's our offense catching up to speed, right?
Yes.
No pun intended. No pun
Yes.
intended. But you think Buffalo has any remotely close of a chance? Listen, another thing that people are forgetting. Another people think are forgetting. That's why the Austin Jackson thing scares me at right tackle.
Von Miller.
Von Miller going against Austin Jackson is going to be very scary.
He's not going against Austin Jackson. He's going against our O-line.
He's going to line up on that side, though.
There's going to be a lot of.
That's
there's
what
gonna
a
be a
run
lot of
game
help over there.
for. We're going to establish a run game and
What's
keep
the
Josh
fullback
Allen
name?
off the field.
The fullback, Alec Ingle, is going to have to line up right behind Austin Jackson the whole
be
game.
right there.
I can't believe y'all say this. Hey, shout out to Ken Rosa for the $10 donation. You're entered into the Brandon Jones autograph 8x11 tomorrow. He said, college teams always start off their season with crappy teams to boost morale to start off the season. And y'all want the Dolphins to start off against a Super Bowl contending team?
Absolutely, because if
we're
that's
not
what
playing
we're
football,
going to do, we have to beat the competition.
I mean, if we beat them and we beat them bad, we go.
We're not a college team.
Y'all keep saying if.
We would scare the NFL. Hey,
No, we got to be positive, Von Joe.
Let me be.
I see it. I see it happening.
It ain't about being positive. It's about being smart. And that's not
being
smart.
positive. This is
I'm manifesting.
Y'all scared to get y'all lunch. Y'all scared to get y'all lunch money taken away.
Brian,
no, we're the ones taking lunch.
Brian, you see how fat I am? Yes, I am. I don't want
We need to
nobody
quit
taking my
being
lunch
delusional.
money. I want nobody taking my lunch money. You better not take my lunch money.
I'm with you, Steven.
We need to stop being
At
delusional.
least somebody here agrees with me. Y'all are some delusional fans. That's
Let's
what
be
y'all are.
realistic with
Delusional.
ourselves with this.
It's
team.
like it's almost like TD delusional talk, right?
I've
Right?
seen so many
Bang
Dolphins
bang! I got
rosters.
TD. I got TD. I love TD. All right, let me bring in Todd. What's up, Todd?
What's going on, Todd?
What's popping, Todd?
Todd, you don't want to say nothing? I bring you on.
Hello, Todd.
I invite you into my family, and you don't want to come on.
And you're silent.
Silence, Todd. Silence.
Todd is trying to figure out, does he really want Buffalo or not?
He says, here are some balls for some of you. Give me the Bills. Level 2 noob with the $5 donation.
All right,
Level
that's
2
nice.
noob,
Thanks for the donation.
Make it a $10 donation so you get into the raffle. Increments of 10, level 2 noob.
Steven, I want you to put it in perspective. Do you know what kind of statement we would make by beating them week 1?
Not one, not a thing, because everybody be like, oh, it's week 1 of the year. Y'all, they didn't know how to game plan for this new offense with Tyreek Hill. They'll know how to play it next time.
Russell,
don't
you know
want
there's
Buffalo.
Russell,
week
you know
1.
there's two sides to every coin, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that statement could work both ways if we lose.
The easiest way for us to win a division, I'm going with that odds, man. They don't know us. They don't have
Jose
film on our
Valdez said,
offense.
Bonjo, you looking weak. Scared of playing Buffalo week 1, all while clanging and banging.
I'm okay.
Call them out.
I'll
Call
take
them
that.
out.
I'll take that.
Call them out.
You call it weak. You call it weak. I'll call it being
You look
sensible.
weak. That's crazy.
Bonjo, I don't think you look weak. I think you look sexy.
Why
Bonjo.
can't we play the
It's not
call it
weak.
being
He's
sensible.
not being weak. He's just traumatized.
We're Dolphins fans. We're all traumatized. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Could I go through a couple weeks of therapy of wins?
Somebody did just make a good point about them not knowing the offense yet.
I believe pot. The I believe pot. Guys, $10 donations get you involved. Shout out to the $5 donation stuff. Let's go Buffalo week 1 and the.
Okay, let's do that. Let's go off donations.
And then New
England. That's what we had the last 2 years is New England and Buffalo.
And we beat New England.
We beat play New England. Buffalo in Miami week 1, go to New England week 2, knock that out of the way, and then screw it. Let's go play the Jets and beat them too. First 3 games of the year.
Nah, you know what? Let's go to the
get it done. Give us the division so we can be done with it.
I feel you, Russell.
You know what surprised me?
Russell, I see you 2-1. I like it.
79% of the vote, or 79% of the vote say Buffalo week 1. Y'all are crazy.
I'm with it.
Crazy.
Again, Steven,
why not? Why not? Why not?
Steven,
real quick.
I blame McDaniel getting on that phone when he got hired on the jet with Tua.
I appreciate you
from day 1 of marketing.
I appreciate you for saying that.
Day 1 of marketing.
Von Joe, right after the Buffalo Bills, I want the Chargers. Bring me Justin Herbert early.
You want us to go? Time out. You want us to
on.
face the Super Bowl contending team week 1 at home.
So let me
and then travel to the West Coast.
And give me some. Give me
hold on. So Steven,
give me them early.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute, Steven. I think they're onto something because remember we do play California twice, and we're not going to play them back to back. We're not going to be lingering in California two weeks in a row. So we might have to go early, and then sometime later in the year we might have to go back to California.
So Steven,
we're not going to do it back to back.
So Steven, let me go ahead and get this straight. So they want us to go chase Diggs around, then go against Mike Williams and who's the other receiver out there?
I didn't say that.
Keenan Allen.
So again,
No.
So hold on.
Hold on,
let me finish. Can I finish
I'm afraid of Khalil Mack.
Can I finish my statement?
Joey Bosa.
Go ahead,
so then again, go chase Mike Williams and Keenan Allen around, right? And these are the first 2 games. All right, so when X pop a hamstring, don't tell me nothing.
And Joe Burrow, give me Joe Burrow
again, bro.
Then
go chase T. Higgins and
on
chase
wood.
around.
Yeah,
knock on wood.
We got guys to do it. Knock on wood. We got guys to do
it.
it.
Guess what? Look at all the
You know what y'all just said? Y'all time out, Bonjo. They just said what is the hardest schedule we could think for the Miami Dolphins this year?
Exactly.
Here it
Give me
is.
the
So I'm
number
going to
one.
tell you what you guys going to tell
That's
me.
exactly what y'all just said.
Prove the
when
doubters wrong.
Prove
Steven,
the
Vons up.
doubters wrong.
Russ,
I want to
Batman,
win.
Wait.
Brian, what you
I
going to tell
do
me when
too.
when
Let
And
them
let me tell
win.
you, if the schedule even
Hold on.
remotely looks like that, I'm coming
Steven.
for y'all's heads.
Steven,
Vaughn, hold on, wait.
hold on. No, I just want to ask a question. Russ, Batman, Brian, when my DB's hamstrings pop, what you going to tell me?
They're gonna be
We
in
got
training
no
camp already. They're
ergonomics.
You know
stretching in
what?
training camp already from Tyreek. They're
I
already
got.
stretching.
Exactly. So when they hamstrings pop in the regular season, what you going to tell me?
Think about it. Think about it. You really don't think that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle aren't going to make Byron Jones and Xavier Howard better through training camp in the offseason and preseason and all that? Because guess what? I didn't even know that they could get better because X is the top 3 corner in the NFL.
So Russ, practice and real game speed is the same thing, right?
He needs to.
I promise you, they're going to practice hard with me.
Well,
No. Is practice and real game speed.
Tyreek
No,
Hill
of course
practice
they're
speed
not.
is somebody game speed.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill practice speed is somebody game speed, Von Jones. Cut that out.
Von Jones, hold on, wait.
I know it's not Chase game speed.
We're delusional.
I know it's not T Higgins game
You're
speed.
delusional.
You want the Bills week 1 or the Bills week 17?
You know what? Think about this.
Or 18.
Let's take the hardest schedule. Hardest schedule in the NFL, and we go 12-5 or 13-4 with the hardest schedule in the NFL. Let somebody doubt us after that. Anybody in the media. People are going to be shutting their mouth real quick.
I'm going to let you know. Russell, I'm just going to let you know. Even if that happens, you are still going to have what they call haters out there.
Yeah. No, they can't be haters after that, Steven. That I could say they cannot be haters.
That's completely shutting everybody down.
After 12-5 with this schedule, cannot be haters. 10-7, 10-7, there's a bonfire.
You want the Bills week 1
there's a literal
or week
bonfire
18
in Miami.
That's
everything's up in fire.
I will say this.
A lot of people
haven't seen this, Russell. A lot of people haven't seen this video, and I was able to get my eyes on it, though I can't say too much. But Tua is practicing. Big O said this, I think, about a week and a half ago, right? That drop kick pass he's learning, and he's doing something with his drop kick. It's something crazy. And I saw a little bit of it. I saw just one highlight play of him doing that. Yes, it's not the Jakeem Grant highlight tape, offseason highlight tape, but I was very impressed. And I think if you're able,
doing the same thing Jakeem Grant does. I'm just being honest.
Jose Valdez says, Banjo, go back to clanging and banging because your takes are not banging today.
I think,
this guy's.
And remember, we got Cedric Wilson, and what's the first thing Mike McDaniel said when he got hired? That he likes what this kid has to offer as far as a receiver that can throw the ball downfield with trick plays and all these things. If we are able to implement, we're not implementing a wildcat, but if we're implementing a scheme where they don't know what's going to hit them, and they're just trying to prepare for cheetahs, the 2 cheetahs, they got a thing going for them, man. Because Cedric Wilson's going to be throwing a lot of balls.
We have a cheetah and a penguin, sir. Get your zoo animals correct. Thank you very much.
And Batman, we don't only have Cedric Wilson that could do trickery. We got Lynn Bowden.
He was a better.
Are we pulling it out?
Yeah,
oh my god!
And Tyreek Hill threw a pass too in the game.
I can't wait for this season. This cannot drag. We got. Did you all see that the Pat McAfee talking about on his show about how much time was left before the season starts? And at first he says they were talking 3.5 months, and they recalculated and figured out it was actually 5.5 months away. And they're like, "Oh, it's only 20 days till the draft." Da 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 da. No. Like it needs to be now.
All right, hey, let me bring in all the way from Germany, Franzi. What's up, Franzi?
Franzi.
What's up, man?
First of all, I just realized I'm here on the channel with you since 1 week today. So thank you. Was amazing.
Welcome.
Thank you, Stephen, for this great area to let also the fans speak. It's very crazy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man. I'm glad that you come on, man. That's why I do this.
And then to the first season game. So in 2018, the Dolphins started 3-0 against mediocre or bad teams, against Titans, Jets, and Raiders. And I don't know how it was in America, but in Germany, the whole NFL bubble was like, oh, they're contenders. They will make a playoff run this year. Yeah, then next week we played New England and lost 38-7.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended the season 7-9 and no playoffs.
So you
I
want those
think
Bills?
maybe,
No,
of
he's
course,
saying he does not want Buffalo. That's what he said.
Yeah.
No,
no.
that's not
I
what he's saying, Steven.
want
You see, that's selective hearing.
a hard game like
You're
in
talking to my
Buffalo
wife.
uh, as the first game. So when we lose, okay, then we're
He
grounded.
doesn't want to play crappy teams at the
Okay, but
beginning of the season.
if we play a crappy team at first and we win, and maybe then another crappy team, then we're building false hype. And maybe that's because I was grown up rooting for bad teams and underdogs, but I prefer rooting for the underdog and winning all day long.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
Franzi, I hear
Good
you.
point.
Look,
Great take.
I'll give it to you, Franzi. I'll give it to you, man. All right, real quick. Roach said from the I Believe podcast, cheetah, penguin, and a sloth at quarterback. Sloths are known to be one of the weakest animals on earth. Well, you, sir, have not watched Ice Age because Ice Age says otherwise, sir. Sloths
Listen, what
are
you're not gonna
amazing.
do is
What you're
disrespect
not
my
gonna
quarterback.
do is talk
Okay.
about my quarterback
Yeah.
like he is nobody.
Oh,
You're
but
not gonna call my
shout
quarterback
out
a
to Roach,
sloth.
man. If you guys are into UFOs and paranormal, man, he got a cool
He's got a
YouTube,
great
man.
podcast.
You gotta go check it out, man. It's real cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
The I Believe
Okay.
podcast.
Bet.
Look it up on YouTube.
Bet.
It's
Bet.
a
Keep
funny
my
thing.
I
quarterback
definitely
name out
believe
your
it.
mouth.
Hey, Roach, keep my quarterback's name out your mother loving mouth.
It's crazy that the I believe podcast don't believe.
I
Mm,
They
don't
really don't.
believe.
They
I
really
don't
don't,
believe.
Bonjo.
That's
Hey,
They
crazy.
don't believe.
Gio said Von Joe getting me a bottle after the game one.
You
Yo,
believe in
no.
negativity.
No, that's real talk. I told Gio if we play Buffalo game 1 and we win, I'm sending a bottle to him.
Oh, okay.
What about me?
That's
Any
yeah, I'm
bet
in the
that
same
happens
boat.
on my
Hello?
channel, I'm supposed to get a
but
part of it.
that happened on his channel last night.
No, but now it's on my channel, so now I'm in it. So I need a bottle too.
You know what? No, Steven, no pressure. I got you.
Level 2 Noob says, "Are you going to fake slap him like Will Smith too, Steven? That's none of your business, Level 2 Noob.
Listen, we
That's
don't promote
none of your
violence around her.
business."
We don't promote violence around here. It's all about
Yes,
kindness.
it's all about spread kindness, love, and positivity. And ain't nobody gonna get Chris rocked around here. Okay,
Oh,
he is
That's right.
Chris
Wow.
rocked is an adjective and a verb in 2022. Just so y'all
oh
know.
man.
You can still slap him. It's not
Wow.
Friday. You can still slap him. It's not Friday.
Roach, put your link to your channel in the chat because Ep says he can't find your channel. Level 2 Noob says spread chaos. Never. Not gonna do that.
Nope,
Not
that
gonna
was
do
supposed to be yesterday. We missed it. I already spread chaos yesterday when I left.
I missed it, man. I was trying to fix
Can I ask you guys a question?
Nah, it was just a Lamar Jackson. It was just a Lamar Jackson comment. I was just trolling.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, what you think our defense gonna be ranked next year?
Number one.
Top five.
If they
Top
play,
five.
if they play the
Number
same
one.
way, if they have barely any injuries, and
Could
if
I be realistic for a second?
Yeah.
Number one.
It depends.
No, because you're being real negative today, Von.
No.
You're being so negative.
I want our defense to be able to bring organic pressure versus scheming pressure on opposing quarterbacks. So if we're able to really develop organic pressure and don't have to blitz all the time, and we're really able to get to the quarterback with 4, that's when I believe our defense could really take off. And if we could do that, I could really see our defense in the top 5 because with the secondary coaches that we got, coaching up that secondary, and we're able to bring that pressure with just 4, sky's the limit.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying I don't want to see no Xavier Howard. I don't want to see no Byron Jones in the 3 preseason games. I want to see Noah and Trill Williams knowing what they've learned throughout the offseason, starting at corner for us And then if you want to incorporate X just to get the wheels turning a little bit at some point during the game,
Okay,
I don't
because
mind.
you can't do that, boy.
I want Trill Williams
As
at
a
safety.
player, when you start getting older as a player, you need to play
Become a member, I
balls
believe.
up.
Become a member of the channel,
gotta
and I'll
Grease
make
them
you a
bones
mod.
up, man.
You got to get the blood running. I understand you. I
Yeah.
understand. I know, but I'm just saying I want to see what these guys have because look, I'm a big fan of Trill Williams. I was a big fan. When I saw him last year in training camp, the things he was doing,
Nice.
I was impressed. Now he's a little stiff in the sense where he prefer maybe to see him as backup safety, and I see Noah to be a better backup safety, but I want to
Noah
see
should
these
be
guys.
playing slot corner, not
He
boundary.
should be playing slot.
I'm being
He has
honest.
the hip.
He
He has
was
the hips
he
for
was
slot.
one of the best slot corners in college.
But
He's not.
we have a top 10 slot corner though. We do have Nick Needham.
Nick Needham get beat too much.
Nah, he made noise
Nick,
last year, man. He made
Nick
noise. I
Needham
think
just
I guess
The only one who
No,
really
he's a
rose
top
to that-
slot
look,
corner.
look,
He
look,
lacks
look, look.
speed.
I know
That's
what
the
he's
only thing
talking
wrong with
about.
Nick Needham.
I know what he's talking about with Nick, and it was Isaiah McKenzie he was having fits with, and it's also
Speed.
because Josh Allen was extending plays and Nick Needham was having to run all over
it
the
was
place. You
Isaiah
can't blame that all on
McKenzie.
Nick.
It was Cole Beasley. It was
Yeah.
all. It was every game that was happening. It wasn't
He
just
just
one game.
he
Just
just
to-
Nick
just to-
Needham is a top
Just to
slot
him
corner
Just to
though.
update, Tiger Woods
What?
is even through one hole. Tiger Woods is even through one hole today.
Don't get me
Okay,
wrong. I
okay.
like Nick Needham. I think Nick Needham should be a safety, not a corner, because he has very
Right.
good tackling, good short area speed.
Mhm.
Awareness. That's what I
Well,
like.
he's gotten better at the corner position every year. If you look at him
But
from
he doesn't
a
have good
QBR
speed. That's
standpoint
the issue.
Yeah.
against
That's the
him,
issue playing in the slot. In the
That's
slot, you're gonna have short, shifty, fast guys.
what makes
I actually
Nick
like
Needham.
Nick on the boundary, but the problem is we have
He's good on the
Myron.
boundary.
Yeah,
He's good on the boundary. The thing
He's
with
good.
Nick Needham
He's great
is
covering tight ends.
yeah. That's
we
why I
put
say
that
put him.
pressure. We get that pressure, and he doesn't have to cover for too long because an extended route, he's gonna get beat. That's the only problem with
Yes,
Nick
that's the
Needham.
problem.
I think this defense will be top 7
I'll
by
say
the
I'll say
Number one.
12, 15 around that
If,
area.
if we put AVG in the middle, we're number one.
I don't know.
No, I'm gonna be honest. If you put him at middle linebacker, he can
Did
stop. He
Did you
can
see him at
tackle.
Wisconsin?
Yes, the man was a beast.
I'm trying to tell you
I'm
something.
just being honest. That was one of the players I wanted us to draft, and we drafted him.
Yeah.
It's like he can do a lot of things, but he's not being used to do
Just
it.
so you know,
I need to go see his Wisconsin film.
66
hold
votes.
the edge. He can stop the run.
66 votes. 72% said they wanted Buffalo game one. 66.
Hey, we're still
I
above
want the
water
Texans.
on that one.
I want
sure.
the Texans. I want
You
the
know what?
Texans.
Give me Buffalo, give me the Chargers, give me Green Bay, give me
Steven,
all the
you know
hard
what?
teams.
I'm not
I
even
ain't saying all
surprised.
that now.
I'm not even surprised by that voting results. It's so Miami to do that.
And then give us
Do
the
you want
Vikings.
Von Joe?
Miami's the biggest hype train I know.
Von Joe, you want the Bills week 1 or week 18?
I want them week 3.
No. You
Week
have
18?
one option: week 18 or week 1.
Give me them week 18.
Oh God.
Well, y'all
guy
don't want
losing his mind.
y'all are.
Hold on. Wait.
In Buffalo or
What's
in
the difference
Miami?
between week 1 and week 18?
Depends on
We
where
got
you're
blew
playing.
out every time.
Hold
Every time we
on,
got blew out.
guys, let him answer me.
I wouldn't say we got blown
honestly
out. It was
speaking, there's
just
no difference.
where the game went.
But you know how hard
We
we're going to
did.
come down on Tua if we lose week 18 versus the Bills.
Oh, so do I have more belief than you?
I
No,
just
I
want to
say
play in
week 18.
Buffalo. I don't want to
I
play in
believe we're in the
Buffalo at
same.
the end of the year. That's all I don't. I don't want to play in Buffalo at the end of the year. That's my only thing. I don't want to do that.
So
Yeah,
the
man, what's
last
the difference?
last game, there's a big difference. Last game of the year,
Mhm.
would you rather have the Giants? I mean, not the Giants, the Jets, the Patriots, or the Bills? Last game of the year, Jets, Patriots, or Bills?
Patriots.
The Jets.
That's I'm going to say the Patriots, and the reason why is for some strange reason we tend to kick their the last game of the year. Think about it. Even when Brady played for them,
Didn't
remember
matter.
that? What?
That game didn't matter.
It did.
They were in the
The
playoffs and we
point,
wasn't.
the point of the matter is,
They lost their number one seed
we're
though.
talking about the
They were in the playoffs and we wasn't.
record between the teams is what matters.
Russ, I don't care about the records between the teams. You know what's
Why
also the
not?
record?
Because it's in
You know,
division.
hold on.
I'm not.
You know what
I
also the
know
record
we're
between the
talking
teams?
playoffs.
So every time we beat
Playoffs?
Brady, hold on. How many times have we beat Brady?
More than any other team, sadly.
Exactly. And how many rings did he collect during that period?
6.
So many.
Okay, then. Okay. All right.
7, right? No, 7.
No. Okay, but it matters. Okay. How many rings that man collected?
You stop that, Von Joe. They're not gonna collect no more.
I'm saying they toss the
Tyreek Hill is
record.
gonna demolish. Xavier Howard's gonna slap
hold on. Y'all
Devontae
talk
Parker
about the
all over
record
the field.
matters. We
Fuck
kicked
that
them.
guy.
We
You
beat
think
them.
Mac Jones
Listen,
is going to be Tom Brady?
Listen, I know a lot
I
of
don't know
people.
if
A lot of
either you
people
guys
got
been to
mad.
training camp.
A lot of people, exactly. A lot of people got mad.
If you
that-
don't go to training camp, see how Devontae Parker,
Yes.
Byron Jones, and
Whack Jones. Whack Jones.
Oh no,
Whack
He talking something. He's talking.
No.
Hold on.
No,
Russ
no,
talking
it's-
some. Russ talking some. Is Mac Jones gonna be Tom Brady? Was Tom Brady? Did we think Tom Brady was gonna be Tom Brady?
yes, and he's doing things that Tua didn't do.
But hold on. Did we believe Tom Brady was gonna be Tom Brady?
No.
Okay
But
then.
Q, what do you mean by things like handing the ball off, passing
No,
3 times in a game? What are you talking
See,
about?
I'm gonna say this to you. I don't look at just that. When he goes to the line of scrimmage, he's calling his protections. He's changing plays. He's doing other things.
So does Tua.
And Tua, no, he's not.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
he
Don't do that, Russ.
does.
Don't do that.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me. This is where we debunk it. This is where we debunk it. Q. Let me ask you
did it
this:
against Carolina.
Did
No
did
comment.
Jones
Oh God.
You
did
don't
Wack
pay
Jones
attention.
have a better offensive line than Tua last year?
Yeah, and a better coach.
I'm gonna say this. Did Tua
True.
have better weapons than he did?
It doesn't. The weapons don't matter if you have no protection. If you have no protection,
They had a run
Listen,
game,
man.
bro.
to throw the ball.
They had a run
Batman.
game.
Could somebody
Batman.
answer me what happened
Batman.
to Dogecoin? What happened to Dogecoin over the last 2 days?
Apparently, it blew up.
You talked about it. You jinxed it.
I jinxed it,
messed with
bro.
my Ethereum
I'm a
and,
mush.
What
I messed
happened?
with that.
It dropped by like 3 cents. I'm so mad.
Now,
But-
hold on. So,
Go ahead.
Steven, aren't you glad I gave that disclosure on your show?
You are. Yep. 100%.
But my
That's
thing,
why
it's like
he
he.
in Miami
I'm not
sports
gonna say
music.
this to you. I know Tua it has a little bit more talent than he does, but he does things that Tua doesn't do. Understand?
Hey! There is a W in your name, sir. Wack
I'm just
Jones.
being honest. I'm just being honest.
What does he do that Tua doesn't?
What
Dude,
record?
you don't-
What
you don't
record? Tua
watch the game.
blew him,
I'm gonna
beat
say
him
this.
last 2
As
last
Dolphin
season.
fans, as Dolphin fans,
Talking about
people,
Wack
they
Jones
love
over
the
there in
team
the
so
chat,
much,
Batman.
they don't look at the
I
game.
know, bro.
And I'm just being honest, bro. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be rude.
No. You being
People
negative.
don't watch the games. They just
What
being
does he
Dolphins
do?
so much. They believe
Vaughn, do you
Dolphins.
truly
But-
believe
but-
that Wack Jones is better than Tua?
Hey,
what
you
does
know,
he
you-
do
hey,
Nobody
different?
said no, Russ. Stop that. Nobody said
Hello,
Wack
Roach.
Jones is better than Tua.
What up,
Nobody
guys?
said that.
sir.
What's going on, Roach?
Look,
I'm
look,
just
Roach
asking.
is in the
doing
building.
It sounds that way.
Look, I even
No,
got the,
nobody said that. Just because you can say he does things better than Tua, that doesn't mean that he's better overall.
I'm trying to
I
figure
don't
out what he does better.
do it all.
I just said what
I
he
don't
does
think there's
better.
anything special about it.
They're not the same quarterback. Who cares?
I'm just being honest. He does. I'm gonna say
can't
if
wait
Tua
for
did
that.
those
being
things
honest.
better, those
What
are
thing?
2 extra
Okay.
wins.
Bro, Mac Jones and Tua shouldn't even be in the same sentence.
Who?
Mac
Who?
Jones can't.
Bro,
Mac
then
Jones.
So
Wack
they say they're
Jones.
Mac
saying
Jones
Wack
can't
he's trying to
Jones,
say he's
Brian.
trying to say
We
hold on.
addressed
things
that
with
man
Mac
as
Jones.
Wack
Hold on.
Jones up
He's
here.
saying that
Wack Jones-
Wack Jones does call his protection, does read the defense
Yes.
a little bit
Wack
better than Tua.
Jones couldn't
He
even
does.
give Tua water and be his water boy. Stop
What
that.
you're saying is
Okay, he
Brian,
did
you're
that
in
saying
his
is that Wack
He did
Jones
that
can't
in his
even hold
first
to his
year.
jock strap.
Tua is in
He
his,
can't-
Y'all
in
think?
his second
Y'all
year.
think? Wait,
He can't even
y'all
lace
think-
his shoes, his cleats.
Listen.
Oh,
My
man.
6-year-old can tie
Mac-
her shoes
Y'all
better
need
than
to
Wack
stop
Jones
hating.
can
Y'all
tie
need
his
to
cleats.
stop hating.
Yeah,
Please
I
stop
said it.
hating.
I said
Wack
it.
Jones.
Isn't that a
Because I-
Steeler fans
You
talking?
guys are just hating.
Who's that? A Steeler fans?
Wack Jones has max protection.
He don't even have a
and-
quarterback.
and that's
Wack-
reading the
Wack Jones,
defense.
who's
Oh
Wack
my
Jones
God.
going to throw to this year? He ain't got no
Oh my
receivers
God.
up there. He
No,
gonna throw to
apparently he
himself?
has
You
a
know-
Super Bowl contending Devontae Parker on his team now.
You
Apparently,
know the
Oh my
you know the
God. He
arc
might
All right, I'm a
analyst-
member now.
Oh, by the way,
What's
I wanted to
going on,
bring
guys?
up the fact that
You're a
I
moderator now.
wonder how things would have been if Wack Jones didn't have a running game or an offensive line. You heard me. I said Wack
Oh
Jones.
my God!
I don't.
I swear. I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
trying to
So
understand.
he had a run game. He
Look
had
at
O
What
line.
Matt
He had
Jones said.
he
He
had
said, "Joke's on
coaching.
you.
Can I ask
I've been
all you
tying my
guys a
own shoes
question,
for at
man? 'Cause
least
it's
6
like
months
you
now."
don't think with logic in your mind. You guys do not think with logic. There's no logic in your point at all.
All right,
No,
okay.
it's nonsense in your
Let me.
point.
No, here's the
How's there
logic.
not
Here's the
It's
logic
logic.
in that?
nonsense
Hold
in
on.
your
Hold
Say
on.
point.
that again.
Here's
The
the
only
logic.
person
Here's
that
your
have
logic.
logic is the guy.
Here's your logic. He has no
Batman has
protection.
logic. He
Tua
talks
has to
crazy
throw the ball,
things.
regardless of Waddle being out there and being a stud. If that's your only option, because they wanted to take Gesicki out of the playbook last year, Flores just didn't want nothing to do with it, and we
Because he
lost
cooked
production
up.
from Gesicki. And of course, I understand a lot of people hate on the man, but I'm telling you right now, if Tua has, which he does now, if he has some sort of protection, a little bit more time. Listen, you know how scary it is? And listen, no disrespect to Jesse Davis, because at the end of the day, I know he was getting a lot of death threats out there in the social media, and he
Oh
shouldn't
my
be getting
God.
that.
That's stupid if you did
But
that.
but
by the
I
way.
will say
Shame
this:
on you.
if you're on your blind side and you know Jesse Davis is there protecting you, Q, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be looking over my
But
shoulder the entire game.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So people never talk about this situation. Tua and what's his name and for the Bengals played the same amount of games,
Burrow.
same injuries, injury problems. He came in with only 2 offensive linemen. 2.
Okay.
The whole
We had
other
none, but
side
okay.
is straight trash. He
But
got
running
sacked
game.
10 times in the game.
Did have a running game. Mix.
Let the man finish.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
For the love of God,
And I'm gonna
man.
say this to you. In that game, in their running game did nothing. He had 50 yards, bro. They don't mean anything.
How many
He
yards?
got sacked
Wasn't us.
9 times, not 10-9. And he
Okay.
still stepped up and did what he's supposed to do. And he had that all season. All season. Yes, he has better weapons. I know everybody gonna say that crap. But what he did, what he can control, that's what he did. He controlled what he can control. That's what I don't see in Tua. I know he's a good guy. He's a good kid. He can be a good quarterback with everything around him. He's Tannehill 2.0.
Cute. Can I comment off that? Can I comment off that?
Do we
Can
think
I comment off that? Wait.
Do we have to
Okay,
keep
so-
on listening to this
He
nonsense?
said he's Tannehill 2.0.
He's doing
now-
things in
do we
year
have to
3
keep listening
better
to
than
this?
Tannehill did in year 6.
So hold on.
Let
Now
me
the
give you a
man said
rebuttal real
that.
quick.
Now you guys can retort.
Let me. Yeah, I'm about to.
Go
You
ahead.
talking about Joe Burrow doesn't
Said,
have
"I'm
offensive
about
line.
to,
He
don't
got
you worry about
sacked
it,
so many
Joe."
times.
He said,
How
Yeah,
long
got
did he
sacked
hold on to
every
that
two
ball?
season. You know that,
How
right?
long did he hold on to that ball?
I don't
You
care
know
about
how
that.
many times
But
Joe
No.
Burrow wouldn't hit his hot read and got sacked?
Listen.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
Exactly.
Which Tua is really good at doing, by the way,
Can
hitting
he
his
can
hot
he
reads
finish,
when
Russell?
he's in
Can't
trouble.
Rashad finish?
Let me finish real quick. Now, let's go back to that Buffalo Bills game when Tua got hurt. How long did Tua hold on to the ball?
Bro,
Hey,
I want
guys.
to go to the
Hey,
Titans
guys.
game. Go to
1.7
that Titans
seconds.
game. He had all the time in the world. He ain't do
Hey, guys.
1.7 seconds.
I gotta. Hold on, real quick.
In a hurricane.
That's a game,
Breaking
bro.
news.
Hold on, there's
breaking
breaking news.
Breaking
Have you
news.
played in?
Hold on, bro. Breaking
go ahead.
news. Breaking news. Adam Schefter reporting former Cardinals head coach Steve Wilkes and former defensive coordinator Ray Horton have joined Brian Flores' race discrimination class lawsuit against the NSL and various teams.
Yeah, Steve Wilkes has a. Oh my God,
They all
That's
gonna be
big.
upset until they get a
because
draft.
that Steve Wilkes, that's crazy.
I'm sorry to say this, but as a black man, this is embarrassing at this point.
You gotta elaborate on that.
It's embarrassing because we all know it's true. It's been going on for some time now, but to take the money, to take the job, and now when you not getting it, it's racist.
No,
like
that's
you
not,
was,
that's not the issue.
no, listen to me. You
Okay,
was happy being the Uncle Tom when it was in your favor, but now it's against you.
Oh my God!
Now you want to complain.
But well, you can't say. I'm gonna say this to you. You can't say
Just as a disclosure, we need to stop using that word Uncle Tom because
that's
we
not
actually use it in the wrong context.
Yes,
if you really see who Uncle Tom, if you really go back
believe
to see who Uncle Tom was and what he actually did,
yes,
you'll stop using it in that
wrote the
context.
story.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
So
100%
please
right.
stop disrespecting Uncle Tom's name.
You
You may proceed.
Or something like that. Something like that. Don't say Uncle Tom.
All right, hey, here's a statement. I guess the complaint by Ray Horton. All right, so this is the complaint by Ray Horton. This was just shared a couple seconds ago on Adam Schefter's tweet. He said, "Mr. Flores and Mr. Wilkes are joined by Mr. Horton. Mr. Horton was a longtime NFL defensive coordinator when he was interviewed for the Tennessee Titans head coach position in January of 2016. This turned out to be a complete sham interview done to comply with the Rooney Rule and to demonstrate an appearance of equal opportunity and a false willingness to consider a minority candidate for the position. Indeed, the Titans' all-white ownership and management ultimately hired Mike Mularkey, a white candidate for the head coach position. Years later in 2020, Mr. Mularkey admitted in a podcast interview that the Titans told me I was going to be the head coach in 2016 before they went through the Rooney Rule. And so I sat there knowing I was the head coach in 2016 as they went through this fake hiring process, knowing a lot of the coaches that they were interviewing, knowing how much they prepared to go through those interviews, knowing that everything they could do, and they had no chance to get that job. The allegations pertaining specifically to Mr. Horton are located, I guess, I assume that's like docket 264, 284, the amended complaint. The podcast can be located there at 2502. Wow. So Mike Mularkey stated.
So what y'all got to say now?
Mike Mularkey stated in an interview that he got the job, was told verbally, this is your job, but we have to go through the entire hiring process. And then the Titans went through sham interviews in 2016. Bro, that's big stuff, man. Like that. Woo!
Are you really shocked?
I'm not shocked. I'm not. I'm not. In no way, shape, or form am I shocked. But
Steve, I just want to say shout out to Brian Flores for setting the blaze.
Yeah,
anyway he did it. I don't care if I don't like him, but
Mm-mm.
shout out to him for being that spark to light the fire.
But he was okay. But he was okay when it was.
Hey, I don't care.
You know what I'm saying,
I don't
right?
care. But
you hear what
Rashad.
I don't care.
But you
But right
understand
now,
where I'm coming from.
There's a bonfire,
You can say,
and he's doing it. He did the damn thing.
I don't know.
How many people? But how many, Rashad? How many people before him sat there, kept turning the other cheek, and didn't come out and say anything?
You got a point. You got a point.
Okay, thank you. So the man finally came out and said something. I don't care how, when, or what was the cause of him doing it. He said something, damn it, and it's causing movement.
But my thing is, I feel embarrassed. Like as you were okay when it was in your favor. There has been people who be like, I'm not doing this. I already know what this is. I don't.
Here's
want
something
job.
else that
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
complain about it right
more.
now.
Jonathan Jones is also reporting now. Here, let me move this to the main screen. Brian Flores, I continue to be humbled by the outpouring of support in connection with my claims against the NFL and applaud Steve Wilkes and Ray Horton for standing up to systemic race discrimination. Their claims are the unfortunate reality of the problems facing black coaches in the NFL, with our collective hope in this case is to end once and for all. Steve Wilkes said, when Coach Flores filed this action, I knew I owed it to myself and to all black NFL coaches and aspiring coaches to stand with him. This lawsuit has shed further important light on a problem that we all know exists, but that too few were willing to confront. Black coaches and candidates should have exactly the same ability to become employed and remain employed as white coaches and candidates. That is not currently the case, and I look forward to working with Coach Flores and Coach Horton to ensure that the aspiration of racial equality in the NFL becomes a reality. Ray Horton saying, I am proud to stand with Flores and Wilkes in combating the systemic discrimination which has plagued the NFL for far too long. When I learned from Coach Mularkey's statements that my head coach interview with the Titans was a sham, I was devastated and humiliated. By joining this case, I am hoping to turn that experience into a positive and make lasting change and create true equal opportunity in the future. Woo!
Okay. It's pretty deep.
There it is.
Let me say something about Rosa Parks Jr. Let me say something about Rosa Parks Jr.
Who's saying that?
That's me. I'm saying that.
Who? I don't see nothing moving. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, Brian Terry.
Oh Lordy, you just a troll.
Yeah, but every argument you said, I debunked it.
Yo, go ahead, talk.
Go ahead.
Talk, Brian. Brian. Go ahead and talk.
Yes, about Rosa Parks Jr. He still could have did what he did without putting the Miami Dolphins in there. I mean that case had nothing to do. That had nothing to do with racism.
That's two different
No,
things
no.
altogether.
But he didn't. But you're not listening to the point. He didn't have to. That's what I'm saying.
But Brian, what he was
got
doing
fired for no reason.
is there's not just one lawsuit.
Yes, he did get fired for a reason.
Hold on, guys. Let's even talk.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Come
Brian,
on, bro.
Brian, here's my argument to you, Brian.
There's
multiple things under the filing of this class action, not just one. So it allows people not only for the racial discrimination part, but the paid for losses or any other thing to file themselves under this agreement. Now, is there money that's going to come from this? Of course that there is. But the overall goal of this is that it changes the way the hiring process is done, that it changes the way that coaches are put in a position where they have to maybe degrade their own integrity as a head coach. Because here's a reality. And you can't say this hasn't ever happened, but I'm going to use this as an example. What if, and I'm not saying that this was the case here, but let's say owner X hired black coach X to lose games on purpose so that it was easy to fire. So number one, he could say, well, I've hired a black head coach before. And in the 2 years from now or 3 years from now, when they fire him, they can go out and get any head coach they have without you've never hired a black. Yes, I did. But he did it with the intention of knowing that coach was going to lose on purpose. So now that head coach doesn't get a full 2 or 3 years to prove what they did because they had to lose on purpose for the first year anyway.
That's nonsense. Flores already knew there was in a rebuild period.
Brian,
he didn't have to put the Miami Dolphins who gave a black
but he
coach
did
a chance under the bus.
I disagree with you.
He threw Miami Dolphins under a bus. He sees a snitch, and I'm gonna say that's how I believe it.
And you and I look at it differently.
And let me go ahead and just retort that. First off, stop calling that man a snitch.
Hold on, Batman then Banjo.
I get tight about that. I get real tight when they call that man a snitch because he's not a criminal. Stop calling that man a snitch.
I'm taking off, guys. I gotta get ready for my appointment. I'll see you later tonight, Steven. So, hey, much love for having me. I appreciate everybody.
8 p.m. bro.
All right, Batman.
Tonight. By the way, I'm gonna be in Orlando next weekend, so just giving you a heads up.
Inbox me. We link up. Wait, next weekend you said?
Yeah, next weekend.
All right, we can link up. No pressure.
All right, much love. See you guys, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, real quick, so I was thinking about it, and can you guys hear me first off?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my time, I retired from the Navy, right? So my time being in charge, and I don't hire individuals in the military, but I had a flux of people coming and going, right? And so I'm thinking about it. I'm like, if you ask the guy to do something illegal or against the rules of your company, and they don't do it, when you do fire them, you can't come out and say, hey, I'm firing him because he didn't do the illegal crap I asked him to do. You got to come up with another reason, which then tarnishes his name. And then when he goes to get this job, they're all thinking, man, well, they fired you because you can't talk to people. And you know what I mean? Yes. And the whole time it was really because of something else, but they can't come out and say it because that incriminates themselves. So it's like you get caught in this whirlwind. And so therefore suing for the money, I think is legit because you're trying to recuperate the money that you possibly could have gained without that negative light on your name that prevented you from getting hired somewhere else.
And so hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna let Brian go after this because I want to let him retort. What I will say to that is Roach brings up a very valid point. Now, what I will say in conjunction to that is the money is something that comes along with the territory. And I'm not saying that was his intention or not his intention. But I would say is the primary intention, and this I believe to be true, and again, this is a perception thing, is I think Brian is trying to help change the way the NFL is run as a whole in multiple aspects.
I agree. I hope that's why.
The hiring of minority head coaches, the paid for losses thing, I think is a real thing. And whether you agree or don't disagree with it, I think he had a right to put it into his class action lawsuit.
Can I?
I'm not mad at him for that. Yeah, go ahead.
This, though?
Go ahead, Rashad. Then Brian.
I kind of feel like he made things worse by doing it because let's Brian Flores' career as a Miami Dolphin, we know he was going to get another head coaching job this year. And he couldn't get a job because he filed the lawsuit. That sucks. He didn't care about the coaching at all. Before this time, we had more black head coaches. They still wanted these till this day. What's his name? Dungy could still get a head coaching job today if he wanted to. But
Dungy
the only
won a
reason,
Super Bowl.
yeah, exactly. We've had successful black head coaches. We still have sadly
Mike Tomlin.
We have one in the league right now. But my thing is, go out there, you get the job, and you go out there and you do the work. You put on for black head coaches. You don't just sit there, be mediocre, and granted, he was above average. He wasn't mediocre. He was above average. You didn't have to complain. Well, I understand why he complained because of the Giants and all of that. He wanted a lawsuit. You were getting a head coach job somewhere. Better than the Giants, honestly.
Steven, if I may, I wanted to give Roach a little pushback on something he specified on.
Yeah.
You were discussing that they tarnished his name, blah, 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 blah. The pushback I have on that, and the reason why I disagree with you, is because not only did it coincide with his actions with his players, and it showed, he also didn't speak to any of his coaching staff after a certain point in the season as well. And I honestly think a lot of this has to do with, and this part of it isn't so much pushback to you. This is just more personal opinion with me. Right. I think he filed that lawsuit the minute he knew he wasn't getting the Giants job because he wanted to go bring Deshaun Watson to New York. And when he realized that wasn't happening, he threw a hissy fit, and then boom. And that's what happened, in my personal opinion. I'm not giving that dude any freaking – I understand, like, from the standpoint of what he's trying to do, from the racial standpoint, I get it. I get that part of it. The rest of it, I just think the dude is an a-hole. I just don't like him. He is not.
Okay, so you don't like him. So you don't like him. So
I don't think he's a good person. I don't think he's a good person.
That Dayball job was already given. That's what the problem. It's not. That have nothing to do with him bringing Deshaun Watson to New York or any of that. That was already given. Secondly,
no, it wasn't.
Whoever said, what you mean?
The general manager and the head coach, one of them wanted Brian Flores. The other
if I have all these,
why do you think that the Deshaun Watson stuff fell out? Because
Joe,
they ended up.
You can't
and it's a possibility. Can you also
not
think
win with people like this, Joe? I'm just being honest with you.
I know the fact that because of what he did to Miami, everybody have a distaste for him for this whole situation. But at the end of blowing me up right now. At the end of the day, here's the situation. I'm not even going to sit there and say him. I'm not even going to say the coaches. I'm not even going to say the NFL. Because at the end of the day, if whoever said they're embarrassed as a black man, you know what? I am too. Hold on. You know I am too. You know why I am? Because the league is majority black players. And if they really wanted a chance, how come the black players don't step up and start striking and forcing owners to sit there and say, hey, hire more black coaches, put more black people in positions. Okay. So I put it on the players, not the coaches. Okay. So that as a black man, yes, I am embarrassed because the black men
then at some point when you have balance
that's on the field, sacrificing their bodies are not sitting there running around.
Bon Joe, but hold on. Where's the balance?
The NBA did it. No, the NBA did it. Look at the NBA.
Where's the balance?
That's facts.
Now look at the NBA. The NBA sat there and said, listen, we're not going to take for this. We're going to strike and we're going to sit there and get more control and more players and put the coaches we want. We want the owners in place. All right, that represent us. That looks like us.
All right, let me pause.
And I understand.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to let Brian go after me. Everybody hear that? Brian goes after me. What I will say is that I think the only way to make a difference on anything is if you affect people's pockets. If you affect the money aspect to anything, things have a chance to change. So the money has to be something that's involved in this because it has to affect the NFL's pockets in some way, shape, or form for them to say, all right, well, I want to keep getting paid the way we're getting paid. So in order to do this, I need to change. Now, does that make it right? No. Should it have to come to that? No. But that's the reality of how our society works. And if people are making money, there's no incentive for them to change. So right now there needs to be incentive. I agree with Vonjo. I think if you really want to make a difference, the players should step in. The
I agree with him
NFLPA
too.
should step in and make more of a difference.
I agree with him on that
But
point too.
but with that not being said, that's not the only way to do it. There are other ways, and Flores is making that one of those ways possible. So I'm supporting him in this process too. Now, Brian, I will let you have the floor. I apologize for interrupting you, bro.
Yes. No, I don't support it. I understand the racial part, and Vonjo, you keep emphasizing the racial part, and that's not what we're talking about. What I said that the Miami Dolphins, who hired Chris Greer, who hired even a Mike McDaniels, who's a minority, the organization. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, I'm saying that he didn't have to file, he didn't have to snitch on Miami Dolphins to give him a chance. He didn't have to throw our organization under the bus because this was just a FU move. Let's just be real. Don't call it's a high horse. It was a FU move to the Dolphins, and now I don't have a head coaching job. But you can also make the case that he actually went to the interview and he just didn't do well. It's not only because he's black. You have to think of that too. There's some black employees or some black people that just not qualified for the job.
Well, let me ask you, Brian. Brian, hold on. Let me hold on, Vonjo. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, Vonjo. Brian, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Brian Flores is a qualified candidate to be a head coach? And this is a yes or no. I'm going to ask you a few of them.
No, not right now. No, not right now because
hold on. I disagree. Do you think that when he was running the Miami Dolphins franchise that he did enough to get fired?
Brian Flores is that he was the coach that couldn't get us over the hump. We need somebody to be able to get us over the hump.
By the way, I don't have a problem if that's how you think.
I don't believe that Brian
Flores.
Flores.
That's a perception thing. There are other people that have another perception of that. There are some, like I said this, Brian. I said he can't get along with others. I think there's truth in that, by the way.
Yeah, in business, if you can't get along with people, you're not gonna you can't do business.
But why? Again, what am I about to say, guys? Two things can be true, right? And so there's also to the point too that maybe Ross obviously not getting along with him or giving him the opportunity to reason. Look, right now we are fully on board with Chris Greer's plan, and hopefully it works out. But there's no reason to say that if Ross hadn't chose Flores's plan and gave him 100% of backing, that we wouldn't still be in a very good, way to do it.
But why would we do that when Brian Flores have shown incompetency as far as coaching?
Brian Flores, hold on, let me finish, guys. Brian Flores was not able, in my opinion, to bring in a veteran offensive coordinator. There are people that disagree with me, by the way, with that, and that's fine if they do. I'm just telling you what I can see with my own two eyes. 4 offensive coordinators in 3 years. So from the offensive side of the ball, you have to be able to be a leader and understand by bringing in people that are smarter than you, it helps you make for a better football team. I don't believe, and this is where I think his character flaw is. I don't think that he could have anybody on his squad or on his coaching staff that was better than him in something. That's an assumption. That's what I assume is the case. I don't know that per se. I wasn't in the room. I wasn't in the coaching staff.
There's players like Albert Wilson that said the environment was toxic. You could even hear Xavier Howard how he said that the environment is so different.
Xavier Howard is a low-key troll, man. He a low-key troll. I'm just being honest.
How much troll when I'm saying I'm saying valid points.
I don't think those
are true. If you go research it, you'll see it.
I don't think that Brian is being a troll. I think Brian is saying something he believes in. I don't agree with him.
I'm talking
about
Xavier Howard. Well, that's neither here or there. But to Brian's point, I don't agree with Brian, but I don't think he's being a troll. But I will also say that I think Brian's perception of it is a legit one, and I just don't see it that way. But I get why he sees it that way.
I think his perception. I think just like his perception and everything else is, and Russ' perception is skewed because they don't like him because of what he did to the Dolphins. But at the same time, hold on, let me finish.
Let Vonjo go. Let Vonjo go
because I let everybody.
I go after Vonjo.
At the same time,
Vonjo. This is what I'm gonna do. Vonjo, Russell, Q, then Brian. Vonjo, Russell, Q, Brian.
Because this is what I say. At the same time, Miami did it to themselves because the ownership made it toxic. They sat there and told that man to go against your morals and what you believe in and lose, right? So once you do that, you create a toxic environment. That's like everybody saying, hey, you know what? Flores didn't back Tua. Flores didn't like Tua. He didn't like him from day one, and that's why Tua struggled. Guess what? They sat there from his second year, start of his second year, right? Where they sat there and said, hey, you know what? We're going to pay you to lose, and we're going to apply pressure for you to lose. We want you to lose so we could get this top pick, right? So at that point, you start creating a dynamic that you're not backing your coach 100% because he don't want to take part of it. He don't want to be on that yacht. So you're not backing him 100%. So once you're not backing him 100%, guess what? You create a toxic environment. Just like you guys say Flores created a toxic environment for Tua, guess what? The ownership and Greer created a toxic environment for him. And that disseminated throughout the locker room and disseminated throughout the whole facility. So you got to say a fish rots from the head up, not from the body.
Okay, Russell, your turn, Russell.
All right, I'm going to take it from this perspective because apparently you're not understanding where I'm coming at with Flores, okay? And hopefully I don't ruffle any feathers, but this is where I stand with him, all right? And I hate to quote it this way, but AKA a social justice warrior.
No, speak your mind. Speak your mind. Go ahead and speak your mind.
As he comes out as a social justice warrior trying to do quote unquote good things, but yet at the same time, he's trying to bring in somebody to the organization that is under 22 sexual allegation charges, who just had a deposition and looks guilty as all get out, has no remorse of any of it. Looks just the
blame your ownership and Greer also.
The moral compass of Brian Flores is twisted, and I'm telling you right now, he is not a good human being. I don't care about what he did to the Dolphins at this point. I've already gotten out what I've had to say about it.
But Russell, he could be a bad
is,
human being
Brian
and do
Flores
something good,
is
though.
not a,
You know what?
Bad men do good stuff all the time, but and that's possible. And that's very possible. But the point of the matter is he hasn't shown anything other than bad. He's caused nothing but chaos in this whole situation, one way or the other. And the point of the matter is if he's willing to do that, then he's willing to go to what's the difference in trying to bring in a quarterback that has that kind of reputation versus losing games for a season to draft the quarterback you all want to begin with. It doesn't make any sense. And not only that, but you don't think that Ross had that discussion with him during his interview upon hire? Get out of here with that. You're giving the man too many excuses. He is a problem. Period.
Okay.
So
hold on. Wait. No,
you're right, Steven. You're right.
Q's turn. Go ahead.
I want to get in
Let me say this.
I'll let you. Rashad's after Q.
I'm speaking in the way of saying, what if Flores was still our coach with these moves? Instead of Tua, you would have had Watson, and you still would have had Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill beat a pregnant woman up, and nobody's talking about that. But you want to talk about somebody who has allegations about him doing something. A 24, 25-year-old young man having sex with women that came to his house that he DM'd. He have proof.
And they weren't even professional.
No. Ask him. I'm just saying you gotta understand. I am 38 years old, bro. I am 38 years old. I'm a grown man. I'm not on the internet looking for women. That's not my speed. But my little 24-year-old cousin, that's what he does. He's on Instagram hollering at women. You gotta understand, our age gap is different from this new generation. They live on their phone. It is different, bro. Stop saying stuff, because if Watson was on this team would be a legit Super Bowl team. Legit.
Okay, and again, Tyreek Hill actually
that has nothing to do with the type of people.
No, that's the only thing. That's
everybody chill.
Joe already said everything I wanted to say.
Rashad, because you go, Rashad.
He took the words out of my mouth when he said.
Let me go next too after.
All right, so Rashad, then Brian, then I'll go back to Russell, then Von Joe. So Rashad.
Good morning.
Hold on, listen. Rashad, Brian, Russell, Von Joe. Go, Rashad.
I also have to say something.
Then Franzi, you're after Von Joe.
And then me.
Then Rhodes. Y'all gonna listen to the order. Don't make me come over there. We're gonna
Wait,
have
I was there.
a live
too.
debate. All right, so Rashad, Brian, Russell, Bonjo, Franzi, Roach. Go, Rashad.
Okay, so when it comes to Flores getting fired, I think the first nail in the coffin was him being so against putting Tua in the game because he was, quote unquote, he wanted to give us the best chance to win. He wants to win, so he wanted Fitz up there. And this guy who
Rashad, you're breaking up, Rashad. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Go out and come back in, Rashad. I had to let you go for a second. I love you, Rashad, but you were breaking up. You sounded like a robot, and I couldn't understand you. All right, Brian, your turn, Brian.
Yeah,
back to you, Brian.
My point is not about the morality as far as Flores and that. Like I said, he could be a bad person and do something good. Somebody evil could feed the hungry. I mean, whether no matter if it's motivation for the racial part, hopefully something does come out of it. Most likely, realistic, it will just be a program or something. But I'm talking about he didn't have to put Miami Dolphins. He didn't have to put our organization under the bus to make that case. It has nothing to do with race. He just snitched. Let's just keep it a buck.
I got your point. I
stop calling that man a
disagree with
snitch.
it, but I hear you and I understand it. All right, Russell, your turn, Russell.
The point that I'm trying to make in particular about the whole morale part of it is the fact that Bonjo brought up the fact that he was gone against his morals with the whole losing, being paid to lose. To me, that is a lot less bad on a moral compass standpoint because we all knew we were tanking to begin with, than bringing in somebody who is out here doing stuff to women he's not supposed to be. Just saying. That's simple. That's very simple. I'd rather sit back and watch this coach lose every game of the 2019 season than him bring in a quarterback that has been out here getting massages. I'm good.
All right. Who's next, Bonjo?
So we got allegations. Because I believe it was not too long ago, there was a woman that sat there and said, and this was with the hockey player, and I think you spoke about this also, Stephen.
Yes.
The hockey player that sat there had consensual sex with a woman. Or I'm going to say intercourse. I'm going to be respectful because this is a family show also in the morning. He had consensual intercourse and where they had a certain fetish that they partook in, and she agreed. Even text them afterwards and said, you know what? I had a wonderful time last night. Wish we could do it again. Comes back around. I guess, I don't know what happened. Something clicked in her head. Oh, maybe I could get some money from this. Turns back around and says that she was beaten, abused, and raped. And then he was thrown under the bus and pretty much crucified. I think it was either a hockey player or baseball player. I'm not really sure. You could clear me up. Baseball player? Then after he came, so he was pretty much put guilty in the public's eye just to come around and say, you know what? There's nothing wrong with this guy. But at the same time, nothing happened to the woman, right? So again, we showed that wasn't the case. So again, these are allegations, but at the same time, he's guilty in the public's eye, like Russell was saying, and Watson is guilty in the public's eye, but he wasn't convicted on anything, right? But we keep calling this man, but people keep calling this black man a rapist. And I get real tight and uptight about this when people
that word never came out of my mouth.
Or said it that he paying women. Okay, so he didn't do anything illegal. So by paying women for sexual activities.
How did we get to this?
So again, this is what Russell said. But at the same
because
time,
he said that Flores is okay with what. But
at the same time, everybody is celebrating Tyreek Hill coming to town, who actually did something illegal, who sat there and beat on women. But at the same time, I have a little girl, and if anybody touches, and I have two sisters, and I'm very close to my mother, and I have two sisters-in-law, you play a hair, you touch a hair on their heads, and listen, you might end up in a body bag. Because after 38 years on this earth, I have never had the compulsion to beat on women. I never got pushed to the point to beat on women. So I don't want to hear nothing. So if that's the case, you know what? McDaniels and Greer and Ross's moral compass is more messed up than Flores, if we want to go by that notion.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Because they hire women. They hire women beaters.
Franzi, Your turn, Franzi.
You're mute,
Take yourself
Franzi.
off
You're
mute.
mute.
You're muted.
You're
Take
mute,
yourself off
Franzi.
mute. Take yourself off mute, Franzi.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have to bring the subject back to racism. I wanted to make this statement before we get to
far away from it.
Yeah, and also I didn't want to say anything about it because me as a white dude from Germany, what can I say about?
You could be an ally, Franzi. You could be an ally.
But I think the problem is the Rooney Rule itself. The Rooney Rule is a tool for racism. By saying you have to invite people because of their race, it's straight up racism. And the one is in charge to change that is the NFL or Roger Goodell. So the whole problem is not about single franchises. It starts at the whole league structure, and I think that's the problem.
That I can get on board with.
Yeah, the owners.
He's going right into what I want to talk about.
Why the Rooney Rule was established because it was thought about to fight racism, but it has become a tool for racism, and I think that has to be changed immediately. Before that, there won't be any change in the league structures.
Roach.
So he went straight into where I was going with Flores' complaint in his lawsuit. One, I want to know, did he try to file a complaint through the ways the league has for coaches and players to file complaints against the league?
Not that I'm aware of.
And if he did, if nothing came of it, and then he added to the lawsuit, then I really understand why he put it in the lawsuit. If he skipped that step, then that means that he didn't trust the processes in place, right? So, one, I think the owners decide who the commissioner is, right? They vote on it. I think it should be reversed, where the Players Association should decide who the commissioner is for the NFL, right? And then it's represented by the majority of the employees. And then that commissioner then works with the owners to implement change.
What I will say is I think the NFLPA should have a big deciding factor on who the commissioner of the game is.
I like that.
Because owners are owners.
Maybe 50 owners, 50% for Player Association.
But then you could have, the goal is that the commissioner is a deciding vote, right, on anything, But that's what I think. I agree. All right, guys, look,
Steven, I gotta
go. So here's what I'm gonna do. First and foremost, if you have not donated to the channel today, we are.
What you're waiting on?
We are doing. Help me out here. My word.
Get it together, Steven.
Brandon Jones. We're raffling off a Brandon Jones autograph 8x11 photo tomorrow, courtesy of ZSM Sports. Donate $10 in $10 increments. You'll get it in there. So $10 is one.
Even if Apple takes a penny.
Even if Apple takes a penny, yes, that's right. That's right. So make sure you guys do that. It goes a long way into helping the channel grow. Let's get 4 more donations. Can we get 4 more donations by the end of the day? Let's do that real quick before we do final thoughts of the day. Tomorrow is Spread Kindness Friday. Cameron 954 will be on with me. I will be. My phone is on 1%, so it's got to charge up a little bit. But I will be on tonight with Batman and the Miami Sports Fanatic Show and Geo. So be on the show, the checkout for that 8:00 tonight. I'll be on with them for about 30, 45 minutes. But for the rest of the day, if y'all want to interact with me on Twitter, do that at Stephen DSKPL, because I'm going to be watching the Masters.
You're going to be taking a nap.
I'm going to be hanging out all day today. I'm excited for the rest of the day. So, yeah, make
sure
y'all
You're taking a nap. That's what you're going to be doing, Steven. You're taking a nap.
Whatever.
Throughout the day.
Final thought of the day. Final
thoughts, guys. At the end of the day.
Oh, listen. And Chef Chu says, pay your swear jar if you'd cuss today. And there's like 4 people that owe to the swear jar today.
Let me know, Chef Ju. Listen, at the end of the day, it still fins up. This Flores thing, I know we have our whole takes and topics on it and our stance. But I say look at everything objectively and look at everything with a clear eye, right? Just like the guy in the commercial say. Put the drops in, look at it through a clear eye, not through your aqua lenses, right? And secondly, no, I say this is my last comment. I do not I repeat, from the beginning of the show, I do not want Buffalo at the beginning of the season. All right? Give me a layup. Give me the Texans. Give me the Jets.
Joe, I've never agreed
All
with
right?
you more.
Till then, man, fins up. Hey, man, you guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit that like button. And
Hey, guys,
donate.
10,000 subscribers before the NFL draft. I need y'all's help to get me there.
Yo,
By the
let's
way,
make it
Bam
happen.
just donated $20.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's
So, Steven,
go,
I just want to put that out there. Every time I have my final take, there's usually a big donation also.
I'm just saying.
So I want that momentum to keep going. Guys, if you guys like my take.
Why don't you sell somebody to beat Bam's who's
Exactly.
That was me.
Guys,
That
if
was
you
me.
love my
nephew
take, I
changed
want
my
another
name on
20.
YouTube.
If you
Thank
don't
you, man.
love
Thank you for the donation, bro. Seriously.
if you guys don't like my takes today, you should donate 50. All right?
Where's my $50? Where's my $50?
All right, man. Fins up. Love you guys.
Fins up. I love you too, brother. Be good, man. All right. Real quick, let me bring in Estefan in here and MCJB, who were in the back room waiting patiently. All right, Estefan, final thought of the day.
You there?
Yep, I'm here.
You suck. All right.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's all I gotta say. And all y'all's takes suck. That's all I gotta say. I would have murdered all of y'all's takes with all that crap that started with Russell, man. You already know, Russell. You already know. I don't subscribe to this. These takes about Flo couldn't get along with others, man. Where's the proof? That's all I gotta say.
Get out of here.
So,
what about me labeling Tua the sloth?
The sloth?
Yeah, you down with that?
Another Tua hater. Two haters talking together.
Hey, I named my cat Tua.
Brian, you hear these Tua haters?
My cat's name is Tua.
It ain't even about Tua. This dude always goes back to Tua. So obviously he was the first one to say, "Oh, well,
Teddy Bridgewater,
Flo wasn't qualified. Get out of here with that crap, bro. You know that he was qualified. That's nothing but garbage coming out of your mouth."
Yeah, Estefan. What about that, Esther? What?
All right, I'm out, y'all. These nuts.
Got him.
Wait, is that swear jar? Is that swear jar?
That should be a swear jar. $10 donation for you, Estefan. Put up. All right.
And his bad takes on Tua.
And his bad takes. He's a Spurs fan. What do y'all expect? God. All right, MCJB, put your camera on. Let's see what's behind you. All right, let's see here. Hold on. Let me put it out into the. All right, let's see here.
Hold on. I gotta redo that. Hold on.
All right, here we go. We're ready.
Oh.
We're ready.
Hold on.
All right, I got 60 yards.
No.
Rookie of the year.
All right, I'll give you some hits.
No, hold on, guys. That's an arrow.
That's an arrow.
Fins up. Fins up.
Leave one letter out.
Fin up.
There you go.
Tua the GOAT. Oh,
no.
Shout out to MCJB, man.
That's what it should be saying.
Hey, I got a question before I go.
Ask away, MCJB.
It's regarding to, I think someone said it 30 minutes ago. Yes, I was counting. I don't know who it was though, but somebody was saying, what's his name? That we currently have one black head coach
in the NFL.
Yes,
we have two.
Isn't
There's
Mike
two.
McDaniel like half?
I said one. I said one legit.
Well, Tomlin.
Oh, okay.
Mike
Tomlin.
Mike McDaniel does not.
Does.
Tampa Bay.
Are you questioning that man's blackness?
No. He. What is it called? He claims to be a human. He doesn't claim to be black or white.
True. Okay.
He's an advocacy
That's
for
true.
humans.
Yeah, that's all I have. Y'all
where
have,
Roach is an advocacy for intergalactic people.
Y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.
Maybe,
Tiger is
bro.
not winning the Masters.
Yes, he is. You know what? I'm kicking you off. How dare you say that about Tiger? Terrence, this is for Estefan. Thanks for bringing the truth, Terrence said. $10 donation. Love it. Love it.
Hey, if I win, it's going right there. Right under the light.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's see here. Final thought of the day. Who do I want to go last? Franzi, final thought of the day.
Okay, I got two final thoughts. First, Roach, was it you saying that with the sloth?
Oh, the sloth?
Yeah. How dare you, Roach? I was going to make you final thought of the day.
I was
forgot
trying to
about
think,
that shit.
I was trying to think what animal could Tua be. And I looked up the weakest animal on earth, and the sloth is what came up. So it's not about his speed. Well, maybe the speed of the ball moves like a sloth.
I can't with you.
You stop that nonsense right here. You stop that nonsense right here.
Well, hey, it's cool. I got a cat named Tua. I got Tua jerseys. I was there. I was on board.
That's the operative word there.
Keep the name of my soul animal out your effing mouth.
Yeah, man. Call it out. Call it out, Frenzy. Call it out.
You ain't ready for that, Roach. What? Drop the mic, Franzi. Y'all, hey, if y'all like what Franzi just said to Roach, donate $10 right now. Let's go.
Yeah, do it. No, hey, I actually been to Germany. I've been to Wilhelmshaven, I think is how you say it. Yeah, my ship pulled in there. It was nice. They had a grass beach.
Said,
it was
keep
cool.
keep my quarterback's name at your MFing mouth. Boy, love it. Let's go.
He deserves last take.
He does deserve. Franzi, you stay on. You stay on. Roach, final thought of the day for you.
Oh,
sir.
damn, you got me kicked off, bro.
And swear jar. Swear jar.
Oh, I already donated. I paid it in advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, you made me pay for membership. So my final thought isn't about what we were talking about, but what we talked about weeks ago about Miami Stadium being haunted. Right?
Oh, okay.
And
all right.
so I got some equipment. Me and my wife ordered some ghost hunting equipment, right?
All right, hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. Because this is big. This is big. There you go.
Yeah,
Final
so we got an EMF meter. This is a watch that records EVPs. And we got flashlights. We got laser lights. Like, we got some stuff. We got cameras. And I want to try to find somebody who has the ability to get us to be able to go inside the stadium at night.
All right, but you got to do this for our channel too. This is I got to be
That's
involved.
what I'm saying. Like, I want to go down to Miami. I'm in Jacksonville, so I'll drive down to Miami.
I will fly down if you get this done. We got to do it together.
I don't have any connections in Miami.
That would be
to set it up is my problem. So I didn't know if anybody listening or maybe
so the I Believe podcast and Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We do a production together.
Yeah, we set up some tents in the parking lot and we spend that night doing our thing. You know.
Oh, do you know how cool that would be? That would be great content.
Yeah, it would.
All right, we need to see if we can set that up. That would be dope.
It would definitely have to be before the season starts because of once the season starts, that stadium's going to be busy. You know, with concerts.
Yeah, but it's got to be after the they got a lot of construction and stuff going on for the F1. So it'd probably be, and that's in what, May?
Hey, construction's even better. That means they're digging up.
June.
That means they're digging up stuff.
We'll have to do it in June or July.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it. We'll see if we can set it up. That'd be dope. That would be dope.
And I want to say thank you because I went from 57 subs to 62 while I was on here. So thank you guys.
Hey, man. Y'all are awesome. Guys, go to his channel and subscribe to his channel, the I Believe podcast.
Now, the only caveat is if I'm smoking my medical THC or if I'm drinking, and I will not bring a minor on the show while I'm doing that. That's my only caveat to my show. Okay. If I'm doing stuff, if I'm drinking alcohol or smoking, I don't let minors on because I don't feel like that's cool. But.
Well, Roach, I love what you do, and except that you talking blasphemous about my quarterback and the words of Franzi.
Hey, I want him to succeed. I just have doubts. That's all.
Keep my mother-loving quarterback's name out your mother-loving mouth. Damn. Get out of here, Roach.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace. All right, Brian Terry, final thought of the day.
I'm glad to see them Tua haters get out, you know, because
we got to kick them all out.
Because we're starting to call things out now. People are not allowed to say illogical statements, and we don't combat it with common sense, you know. So, and then as far as this Buffalo Bill, Von Joe, I don't know, man. You need to go drink a protein shake or steroids because I don't know why you're being weak. We need to go face the Buffalo Bills. We can go face the Packers, the Vikings. I want them all early, and then we'll throw out the trash later.
Tiger just birdied number 6. I'm sorry. Tiger, baby. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Tiger. Sorry, Brian. Go ahead. I apologize. Or final thought of the day, man. I interrupted. My bad.
All right, that's all, man. That's all.
All right, man. Be easy, Brian. Have a good one, bro. All right. Final thought of the day, Russell.
Well, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. Fins up. Tua all day, Miami all day. Let's give this kid this third year to prove himself. If he doesn't, then we'll go from there. But I'm really excited for this year. More excited than probably I've ever been. And down on Brian Flores. Fins up.
Fins up, baby. Love it. All right. And then there was one from Germany. My phone just died. I got to go plug this thing back in. From Germany. Everybody from Germany. Go ahead.
So today I'm the guy to bring up things said hours ago. So it was the question, what's the difference between week 1 and week 18? The difference is in week 18 we don't play the starters and we will still beat Wack Jones.
Wack Jones! Who? You know what, Franzi? Everybody, if you liked all of Franzi's takes today, donate to the channel. Donate right now if you like Franzi's takes today.
Didn't like my takes.
Yeah. Even if you didn't like his takes, you need to donate. What Franzi said. I like it. You're the man, Franzi. I love you, brother. Be good.
I love you too.
All right. Whew, what a day. What a day we are having. On the most beautiful of days, it might be raining outside, but it's sunshine in here. We gonna win this Super Bowl. We are gonna have a new Super Bowl shuffle. Boy, y'all ain't ready. I'm a little hyped. I'm a little excited. Today was a great show. Enjoyed every moment of it. Guys, $21 away from a goal today. Can we get $21 more in donations? Let's go. $21 more in donations. Come on. Somebody can do it out there. $21 in more donations. Let's go. Donate. Great show today. Awesome show. I will be on tonight, 8 p.m. with, not on my channel, on the Miami Sports Fanatics channel, with Gio and Batman. Hang out with them this evening. That'll be a lot of fun. Should be fun. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I try so hard. Yes, I'm singing a country song. I'm sorry, but I do like it, and I do love it, and I want some more of it. Hope you all enjoyed the show today. It was a lot of fun. Super excited about tomorrow, Spread Kindness Friday. Remember, tomorrow we are giving away this bad boy, raffling it off. So donate. Donate to the channel. If y'all want to donate to the channel for this bad boy right here, let's do it. Okay? Here's a link to PayPal and Cash App. You guys can donate through there. We were $21 away from our goal today. Come on. There we go. Cap for Life got 20. Don't worry, guys. Elon Musk is going to save Twitter. Shout out to Cap. $1 more brings us over the hump. Who's got that $1 donation? My phone is dead. Here, let me go look at my thing. I can look up here. VP. Ugh. All right. No, I didn't see. Flip side, did you see I donated? I did see that you donated earlier today, man. Thank you so much. You donated the $10. Noodle Arm Tua. I saw that. That was earlier. We're $1 more away from our goal. Why don't you do your StreamYard giveaway tool? Because I can only put so many people in there so many times. This moment was made possible by medical leave. Come on, that $1 donation. Who's got that $1 donation to put us over the hump for the day? Or that $100 donation to put us over that hump? Why does it got to just be $1? It can be $100. Steven on that run scummy. No. Encore. Y'all are the best fans in the world. I do love y'all. Y'all are the best. The best. Simply the best. The best. The best of you. See, there we go. All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed everything. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow's Spread Kindness Friday. Just sended you the $1 on PayPal, Clumsy said. Franzi, $1 in German. Let's go. Keep that stuff up. Big love from Germany, he said. I like it. What a guy. You're a pal. I don't care what they say about you. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. All right, guys, go follow me on Twitter at Stephen D. SKPL. It'll be about 10 minutes and my phone will be charged up there. Yeah, man, we're going to have fun today. I'm going to go watch the Masters. I'm going to go watch some Major League Baseball. Love y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Add moderator to MCJB because you are a part of it. You're a moderator now, MCJB. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all tonight on Miami Sports Fanatics show. You need a weed sponsor. I do need a weed sponsor. I agree with that. If you know one that would be interested, you let me know. All right? Go take that nap, Von Joe says. Shut up, Von Joe. Your negativity, Von Joe, is not going to be tolerated, Von Joe. I love Von Joe, just so everybody knows. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is a great show today. Thank you all for the donations. Thank you all for the likes. Share. Matter of fact, one last thing before I tell you all to go. Because I need you all to do this. Okay? I need you all to take this link that I'm about to put into the channel. Okay? Take this link. Copy. Okay? And I need you to go share it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram right now. I need 30 of y'all. Can 30 of you or get 30 retweets or 30 likes? I need somebody to do it. Tag me at Stephen D. SKPL. Tag Miami Sports Music at MIA Sports Music on Twitter and at Miami Sports Music on the rest of the social media platforms. I need subscriptions. Say that 5 times fast. Subscribe. Let's get to 10,000 subscriptions before the draft. I need y'all's help to do that. Let's go. Do it. Get to the chopper now. Get to the chopper. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow right here on the #1 Miami Fan Morning Show, Clock Blockers. Right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.